We're just going to start with another weird one.
How we doing?
We are
people?
live.
We are live, people.
Yeah.
What's going
Oh,
on?
that would be
Or-
better if I fucking didn't have that thing muted. Never mind. How
No,
are
no,
you?
Okay, now we're live again.
Yeah, now we're live. What's up, Shay?
We want to be live.
Why not?
What's going on?
What's going on with you?
Where the hell you been?
Where have you been? Where
I've
have you
here.
been
Where the hell
hiding?
you been? I live here. You don't. Oh, wait. Hold on.
But no, that's all right. I was just checking something.
And to pin to restore your chat history.
I don't know why this is doing that all of a sudden, but you know, whatever. I don't know why it's doing that to me. Same old shit. What's going on with you? How's the craziness, the chaos been you handling that you've had to deal with lately? Work and shit. Huh?
Oh, no, yeah, no. It's been real. It's been fun, but it has been real fun.
I got it.
Now, work's been good. You know, I'm in a new position at work, so the schedule's been a little, got to take some getting used to, but I will.
Makes sense. It could always be a pain in the ass.
It takes time. Everything takes time. All new changes take time, but changes are good. So, good stuff.
It is.
What do we have? Mike from Delran calling in.
I have him. I just sent. He was looking for the link. Being we got the late start, I just sent it to him.
Okay.
I was just waiting for us to get everything set up and started because if I send it beforehand, it doesn't
Well,
always
if we
sync
wait
up.
for that, we'll all be dead. So if we
Well,
wait-
you know, that's always
get it
that's a
all
whole other
started up
story
and
too.
going right, and okay, so that it's fine.
But I told him anytime after 7:30, you know, we could do that if he wants to go on before that.
What did she said? Mike Dunran.
Mike done ran. I was trying to be weird about it. I figured, why not? What the hell? I'll have a little
Yeah.
fun with it. Because I like Mike. Mike's a good guy. We met him at that.
Yeah, always. I did a couple shows with him at the dojo.
Yeah,
It's the
Stone Dojo, yes.
Gotta make sure we put that out.
We don't want we don't want people getting upset
No
again.
copyright infringements.
No copyrights.
Not that I believe it's copyrighted, but whatever.
No, Dojo of Comedy is,
Mhm.
and Dojo of Comedy East is. But
Do they own both?
so Sam Tripoli is the main guy, who owns. He owns the original one in L.A. and he's partners with Mike up
the
in
one
at Tiff's.
Okay.
So, which is cool. Pain in the ass lately for me personally, but overall good. They're doing good there, so I can't complain.
Why is it pain in the ass for you? Then?
'Cause They've gotten so popular, they pushed the me and Paul show
Push
out.
the shitheads out.
Yeah,
I get it.
I get it. And listen,
Listen, you're just lesser people.
if I owned the place, I would also rather have Mark Norman and Louis C.K. than me and Paul. So
Well, I'd rather have a fucking. But I'm just saying-
that's a whole other story. Who wouldn't know? What's going on, Mike?
Yo, what's up, fellas? What's going
How's
on?
everything?
Van is joining
I'm all right.
us.
How you guys making out?
What's that?
How you guys making out? All right?
Hanging in
Doing
there?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. You guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Hear you fine. Can you hear us? Okay.
Oh yeah.
All
What's
right,
up?
good.
What's that? Shay back there? What's up, Shay?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How you guys doing?
Pretty
Absolutely.
good, man. How's everything with you down that way?
I can't complain. Just hanging out, being a husband and dad. Riding around an hour and a half every weekend to do comedy somewhere.
Trust me, know the feeling.
You
Yeah,
know.
well, you're just starting out. That hour and a half is going to get a lot longer.
Oh yeah. I hope so.
You know?
That's
That,
goal.
I mean, it's kind of the goal, but not really at the same time. You want to be able to string it along so it makes it easier for yourself as well.
Yeah.
yeah, no doubt.
When did you start?
2 years ago, February.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
Yeah, 2 years ago, February. Then I took 7 months and never did it again after my first time.
I think all of us here have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. Well, I didn't do it in the beginning. I did it my first time, and then I had like 3 weeks before I did it the second time, and then I did it consistently for about 2 or 3 years, and then I quit for 25, 26 years.
And now he's back.
And now I'm back. I got back in
Yeah.
about 10 years ago, and I've been struggling ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only got into it because my daughter bought a class 2 years ago at Helium. That class, that guy, if you guys know Chip Chantry ran the class.
I don't know him, but all right.
Okay, so he it was a 6-week thing. You go in and every week they give you 30 more seconds on stage. You got to come up with all your own stuff. basically, you know, everything around you's comedy. You know, you can get
Learn
comedy.
how to write. Learn to get your shit organized.
Yeah. So every week I
Oh,
would
wait, I'm
go, and
sorry,
I never
Mike,
really.
I'm sorry. Back up 1 second. You have to write all your own stuff. How the
Yeah.
fuck are you ever going to make it?
Yeah, right.
How are we ever going to make it in comedy? We got to write our own stuff. What the hell?
Wait, you got to go to work and write? What the hell?
Yeah. So I every week I would go and just do stuff that I thought about on the car ride there, and out of the 10 of us, we did a show. It was like 100 people at Helium. If you know the class I'm talking about, and they had me go last, which I thought was cool, and I did my thing, man. And after I came off of there, it was like better than the first time I had sex, man. I was in love with it. But then I was afraid I was never gonna be funny again. I thought it was like a one shot deal, so I didn't do shit for like 6 months. And then I did the same routine at an open mic one time, High Note Humor in a tap room in Haddonfield, and it worked just the same, and I felt good about it. So I just, I've been doing my thing and getting more shows every time. Busier every week.
That's good.
No, that's basically the goal. What you should be doing, getting out there, doing as much as you can, as often as you can. God willing, time allowing.
So the only that's exactly what you should do since you're fairly new to the business. The only thing I can suggest, and I only tell this to people, not that it's I'm no fucking comedy god or anything or anything I can tell you is, for people who I think have potential to actually go somewhere, do not linger in open mic hell for fucking 8 to 10 years. Don't once you start to look immediately to actual shows, so that if you do have to do an open mic, it's for you to test out material, or you just feel like don't feel like you got to get on stage every single minute to try to prove yourself, because no open mics are a necessary evil for people starting out, but they are notoriously shitty for people who are somewhat along the way. Once you start getting actual paid gigs, fundraisers, and comedy clubs and shit like that, open mics, it's almost like 2 steps backwards.
So I did one open mic in the last 5 months, and I've probably done like 12 shows in the last 5 months, right? So
that's a good ratio.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
did one
ratio.
open mic. It was it's called the Union Firehouse in Mount Holly. Holly, girl by the name of Holly runs it, and I was invited to go to it, and it's real close to my house. It was a Thursday night. I wanted to check it out. I always heard about the venue just being a brewery. It's cool enough, so just see how they did. And I did my thing there, and then 2 days later, she called and asked me to do a show. So
Nice.
So I agree. The open mics are cool, but like I got to the point where I was like, I hope
there's not much of a feedback.
No.
99% of the time.
99% of the time, there are some really good booked mics that are out there.
Oh yeah.
And they're really decent as far as being as close to a real show as you could get.
Yeah.
But when I say real show, I mean either anything from a showcase with 6 or 7 guys that are good, right down to it's 3 or 4 guys tops hired to do a fundraiser or a club somewhere.
Yeah.
It's a 2-hour show. Everybody's making a few bucks. Yeah, hour 45 show. Everybody's making a few bucks, and you come off good. You can do the next one. You can go all over the place, do those, because you can make a decent side living just doing fundraisers
So
as long as you can get them.
I did the first show the first show I did. I wasn't even there to do comedy. I was in the crowd, and a friend of mine was friends with a guy. Says, you should get him up there. So that was with Dave Evans. You guys know Dave?
I love Dave Evans. Dave Evans is an awesome guy.
If I'm somehow blessed someday to make it to even just anything, right? He'll be one of the first people that I thank, because he gave me my first, like, the first time I ever walked off the stage around vets who've done this for a long time and felt confident that I could hang with them. And then all shows from there. I do my own. You guys have to come down to check it out. I know Steve Schwartz will be here this weekend. So I run a poker league on Tuesday nights in this place called Turner's Hall. It's 2 blocks from where I grew up. My whole life. I used to break into that place when I was a kid and play basketball. There's a gym upstairs, right? So they started redoing the bottom bar, and I started looking around. I'm like, wow, this is nicer than some of the comedy clubs I've gone to, So we started, and because I've lived there my whole life, a lot of local friends. We did a bunch of shows last year, and we've sold out. This will be our 6th sellout since last February, at 130, 140 a piece for every show.
Nice.
Yeah. And I grab comics that I see when I go to other places. I always get their information because I like to bring new people every time. And our next one is this Saturday. So
the same venue. That's key, is to rotate comics.
Yeah.
When you're doing the same club in the same town and the same people are showing up, it's key to rotate comics.
Yep. So I got it hard and easy in a way, because one, I I can't do the same thing every time at all because they're all my friends and family and friends of friends, and they're supporting me, right? So it's tough there, but the best part is like you guys know Josh Tinley, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever worked with Robin Gregg, right?
Yo, I love Robin Gregg.
Yeah, Joe Scroca, a bunch of funny folks have been through there, and when I sit back and watch all them and watch the crowd laugh, I'm like, oh, this is where it's at. This is the best part.
Yeah.
Like,
Now, do you host that show?
no, Laura Lisfitch, if you know her, she hosted one.
Oh, Laura.
Dave Evans is hosting ours this Saturday. I made the mistake of hosting and like going at the end of the first show I did. I didn't like that. It was rough.
Okay.
But I will. So that's the deal, right? Like I know that if I'm going last, a lot of 70% of the tickets are just people that are supporting what I'm doing, right? But by bringing new comedians every time, my goal this year is like I won't have to do that. I can host, right? And I can let other people that are funny that they've seen before be the headliner, and them go, oh man, like Josh or Robin Gregg or any of you guys, Shay, they were funny. Like they'll come to see you guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
No, but the point I was getting at, as you start hosting and stuff, that'll also get you a lot more gigs too.
Right.
Yeah,
That's my hope, and it has. It's helped out.
Hosting is key for a lot of work. Puts you in a lot of directions.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be the host. Everybody wants to be the feature or the superstar. And when I first got into it, and everybody was like, no, I got to get on. I'm going to feature. I'm going to host. I'm going to headline. I went in the opposite direction and learned how to host really well.
Yeah.
And it's fun to be. I've closed shows. I've never technically headlined, but I have closed shows. But I would much rather host a show because I will work so much more than most people who don't want to do it or can't.
I only hosted once at the Stone Dojo, and I had a great time doing it. I think he's having one in April that I said I would love to host that instead of having to be an opener for somebody or being one of the guys. Like I enjoyed it because like you get your nuts off that you want at the beginning, and then in between, if you want, you could do whatever you want as long. Like,
you throw a couple sideballs in.
I was blessed because the card that I hosted on, everybody was phenomenal, man. I think you were on that one. I don't, maybe not. Maybe it was Steve. There was a lot of great people on there, and it made it so easy. Because I'm sure if it's not like going well for the comics, the host job's pretty tough,
Well, you got to remember the two most important people on any show is the host and, more importantly, the headliner.
Right.
So if you have
a headliner or the big guy, you have to be able to know that if you can come in, you're the one that gets it all. You're going to the cold audience as the host. You're going to the cold audience, so you're the one that's bringing them up to get them to hear, so that the headliner can peek the room and get them to hear.
Yeah.
But in between here and here, they're going to go up, and then let's say the producer gives off a guest spot to somebody who's new, and then they're back down. You have to have a host that can come in and bring them back up.
That's right. 100%.
And I've got proficient with that, and that's why I also became proficient with the crowd work. Because I don't do a ton of material when I host. I just do. I mix in a little, but it's mostly crowd work because I want the audience to feel part of the show.
That's what I got to get good at, Shay. I never, hardly ever, maybe 0.5% of any set I've ever done had anything to do with crowd work. I haven't gone out that way yet. Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, it's not for everybody, but give it a try because you could find out. I knew a comedian years ago. It was a girl actually, and I don't think she does it anymore. But she was very scripted, had a good set. She was very funny, had a great set. And her comedy was funny too. No, she had a great set that she was funny. And then one night somebody threw her off as a heckler.
Yeah.
And she just went back at them. And and she was really funny. And then that was even better. So she found out the hard way that she had a hidden talent. She was thrown off. And she just went back at them. And then ever since then, every time I saw her after that, she had a little bit of crowd work that she interjected. And it was always good. Because she just had a wit and a quick wit, and she was fast.
Yeah, I feel like I can do it. I just, obviously I could, think on my toes a little bit. But the responses aren't going to be the same as a comedian would be.
Well, that's
right.
Exactly.
You mess with the wrong person, it throws the whole. You're done. It's terrible.
Right. You just have to know that you're always going to be the one in control. You could always have to steer the ship, and if you know you can do that, you can host.
Yeah.
You can't let people rattle you at all.
Shay, are you gonna do the next roast battle on the 19th? Shay and are you guys doing it?
I am not. No, I'm not on that one.
What is that? March 19th?
April 19th. So
Oh, April 19th.
No, so
Yeah,
I
it's-
don't. I know, like I said, so hosting is my strength. Roast battles, not so much. So I won't. I
yeah,
probably won't be there for that unless he wants me to host again.
Yeah,
I think,
I have not been booked for that.
I
So
think
I didn't look
Ricky.
into it.
I think Ricky Remis is supposed to host, but I know that Manny called me and he says, "Hey, are you going to defend that ring?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I mean, absolutely, but you got to get another ring. Like, no one's ever going to get this back. Like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
mess around with you guys forever,
This one, you know,
right?"
like the World
I said-
Series of Poker, we don't share the bracelet. Everyone gets
Yeah,
one.
no, I use this.
This
as a
isn't the
chip
Stanley
protector.
Cup.
Yeah,
It sits on my cards at poker tournaments.
yeah.
But,
Nice.
But I told him, I said, yeah, but I'm not running the gauntlet again. I'm going to sit off to the side in a king's throne, and whoever wins, then I'll roast them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing it all over again.
Battle it out for season
Right.
That's
2.
right. Battle it out and
Right.
take a shot at the champ. Yeah, I'm not going to go through the whole thing again. So I was like, if there's 14 people, they all know if they're going to win, they have to write stuff. They know that they got to go up against me, right? For me, it could be any of the 14. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's going to be
Right,
fun.
right.
I can't wait, man.
And everybody
Growing
has to
up-
write jokes.
Yeah, I don't write
against you,
jokes.
hoping
Growing
they
up,
get
I
to
don't know
that
about
point.
you, but all my friends, like, that's all we did is bust each other's stones. You had
Yeah.
to be quick,
Yeah.
or else you were going to get laughed at. So I love that kind of stuff. I'll do that all the time.
And it definitely worked out. Like, I'm surprised it didn't work better for Solly because he was actually doing pretty good. But every time whoever he went up against was slightly better, and that kind of sucked for him.
So I went up against the first round. And I'll tell you, I hit him
Right.
with a couple of haymakers he didn't see coming. And we all agreed that we wouldn't record it or post it. But I'll tell you, I got the footage. And yeah, I was very proud of that opening round. I'm not going to lie.
No,
No,
So I got to tell you, and Solly, it's at the same time, every one of us has more than one of those that shows where you just come up a tad bit short.
yeah,
Like, oh fuck, I fucked this up, or I should have done that. Everyone, nobody goes on stage, hits a home run, and gets off every time.
He told me
And
that
that
the
Solly's
last
problem
joke.
that night.
The last joke is he told me was what lost it for me. Thought I told him I told the whole crowd, like, I got her, you got to give it up for Sully. He's doing shows 5 days a week, and I got to give it to him because I don't know how I would feel bombing 5 days a week. And I was like,
Gotta give it up to him. He keeps coming back for more.
he's a glutton.
Yeah.
he'll be more prepared this time, I'm sure.
You
Oh,
get,
definitely.
You can't get rid of him. He's the gray ghost. You can't
That's
kill
true.
a ghost.
No, you
He's the
can't.
man.
By
I
the
told
time,
him,
Mike, how you doing? I'm late.
Hey. Oh,
Mike,
what's up? How you doing?
PJ, Mike.
Nice to meet you, Mike.
Bam. No, so Sully.
Oh,
I fucking
yeah.
love Solly.
Sully's awesome.
I told him he looked like the most expensive toy at Build-A-Bear. Hey, he was a good sport, man. He was fun. I loved it. I got a lot of respect for that dude.
No, you know what actually turned him south on that night? He unloaded the chamber in the green room
In the green room, he was
Yeah.
on fire.
for like an hour. He was on fire,
Yeah.
just roasting everybody. And then
Yeah.
then the roast battle started.
Oh, you know what? He won in his heart,
Yeah.
He did well,
and
and
it's a big
he
fucking
killed.
heart.
He killed in the green room.
Good. I'm proud of him.
That's half the battle sometimes.
No,
You know why?
Yeah.
Everybody there fucking loved him that night.
Yeah. The closest one that night was when me and Saquon, dude. That was
Yeah.
had to go. We were supposed to do 5 apiece, and I go back and look at that footage, and it was neck and neck, man. But then I think we both talked about it. I think what got him, what lost it for him was the last one when he said I look like a guy that jerks off to men fucking animals or something, and the crowd went. The crowd went.
You know what?
"Ugh." And I was like, oh,
Everyone was like,
no.
the whole "you look like you beat your kids to country music." That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. He told me that.
That
He
was
said,
that was a big one.
he said I look like every hunter from every Disney book, and I went, oh,
Yeah.
shit. It's a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That was fun.
But by the way, PJ, that he's showing off his ring for winning the roast battle at the Stone Dojo.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Me and Dave went up. Went up.
Yeah, and he got me on the first one. Where's the rest of you?
I walked right up to him. And it was quiet. The whole crowd's like, "What are they doing?" And Dave didn't know what was going on. He's like, "I guess I'll go first." And I just tapped him on the shoulder and I said, "What time's the rest of you getting here?" Because I'm 6'4", dude. So like you know what I mean. You can
Oh, that's
imagine.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But I'm used to being the midget, so it's
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
Is
These
that
two
why you
guys,
like midgets so much?
these two
That
guys
too, I
on
feel
stage
tall.
look like a ventriloquist act.
Yeah.
You look like my hand was right up your ass, Dave. That was
Oh fuck! No, but listen, running shows like that is definitely going to help you out like that.
Yeah.
That's fucking that's key. Like this young fella here, PJ. He's started what 2 years ago, also, or is it 3 now?
Comedy?
Yeah,
I'm going on 4.
Holy shit! Has it been that long already?
March 2021.
Wow.
You didn't meet me till about a year after that, though.
Okay, I'm just saying. I thought it was like 2 years. So, oh shit. So yeah. So he's been doing his grind. He has one. He has like 3 mics that he hosts,
Oh,
and
nice.
he's running a couple shows. Every other month.
Yeah.
Oh, where? Out of where?
Sorry.
Out of where? Like what area?
So I got an Italian restaurant in Rahway. You familiar with Lenora's?
No, he's
No.
way down south. He's Mike from Delran.
Yeah, I'm
I don't know
like
where
right outside of
Delran
Philly.
is.
Philly.
Exit
Right,
3
Philly.
on the turnpike.
Oh Jesus.
I'm like I can see the Philly skyline from my house. Like
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
I got a spot in Rahway. I run Black Betty's with Matt Bridgestone.
I know
And,
that name.
Street
Yeah.
here in South End, boy.
Sorry.
That's down the street in South End.
Yeah, it's a titty club down the street.
No,
We had Joey Diaz there. The titties are upstairs, the comedy's downstairs. Diaz walked in, popped on stage, and just opened up with, "Listen, I went to the Special Olympics recently, and let me tell you, these fucking retards can kick a ball." And then just went on for like 20 minutes. It was fucking beautiful. And I'm running a bunch of shit in Atlantic City too.
Oh, cool. Nice.
It's fun.
Yeah.
You ever met Nate Ben?
No.
I run it down there with me, Matt, and Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt sent me a friend request. Well, it's funny because when you join like these South Jersey open mics or South Jersey
Yeah.
comedy things, like all of a sudden, like you get a couple, send a couple, get a couple people you meet, and the next thing you know, you wake up to like 20 new comedians that are. It's such a hell of a community,
Yeah.
man. I was so surprised how fast. So I'm friends with him. I see you guys run that stuff all the time. That's cool.
No, Matt's good.
No, Matt's good people. Matt's great
Nice.
people.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, I'm
Next
trying
time
to
we'll be down there with
broaden
you
my-
and Nate in 2 weeks.
You will be. Yeah, a little under.
Yeah.
Fucking. You said you're bringing a bachelor party.
We'll talk about that after.
We'll talk about that after.
Yes.
that
That is a whole shit show
to
that
the
I still have
Italian
to
place.
straighten
To
out.
the Italian place he's going, not that titty bar, right?
Yeah. Well, we're doing that too, but yeah. We're doing the brunch at Carmine's the next day. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get out to some of these new places, man. My circle is small, hour and a half here and there. Just I don't know anybody else outside of it, so I just keep doing it and keep meeting people and keep hoping to get.
Well,
to
how
new
far are
places.
you from AC?
Oh well, AC, I'm only an hour.
All right, there you go.
All right,
Yeah.
but no, come down to AC. Also, I'm probably only an hour north of you.
Yeah.
I run a mic in Garwood once a month. I have Comics 10
Nice.
minutes. We got Black Betty's is currently under construction. However, Mike will be up and running soon, possibly Wednesday. I'm not sure.
I thought it was they were good now.
They
Or are they doing more stuff?
they are, but they're doing more stuff.
Okay,
So we're in the in between period.
so we're
And
off
also, we
again.
got to figure out what we're running, what we're doing.
Also true.
Like who like if one of us can leave AC and go there, or if one of us is up here, just fucking
You got to schedule it better.
got a lot of shit going on, especially now that it's summer. It's almost
Yeah.
summer. It just hit warm season, dude. No, it's been so dead down there.
Running shows is so hard in the summer. I try not to do it when I do mine because it was like pulling teeth trying to just get it like 80% filled.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, dude, in the winter, like I'll be sitting out there 8 hours barking. Hopefully, maybe I'll get like 10, 15 people coming to the show.
Yeah.
But no, it was the first warm day this past Saturday, March 1st. We were on the boardwalk for maybe like 2, and we were barking for like 2.5, 3 hours. Had like 45 tickets sold,
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
just like fucking easy money.
Yeah.
Like I've been yearning for the warm.
No, I get it.
I have a place down the campground down only like 20 minutes from AC. In the summer, I'm always down there.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, total, dude, roll out, bro. Fucking hit the campground, have a fire, dude.
Oh, dude.
And then
Hell
you
yeah,
have
fire and
casino.
mushrooms and shit.
Oh wait, are we talking about the same thing? Anyway.
He wants to do mushrooms already. He's like, he already got him on board.
Hold on, we're doing mushrooms at a campground 20 minutes from where I work. Let's do it. Dude, the other day, some lady was she started this app called, I guess I'll plug it. It's called Merc. They just launched a few weeks ago.
How is Mike not helping that one?
It's like $15 a month, but it's in LinkedIn for entertainers. It's an interesting concept, but either way, she was down there to like tell us about it, and be like, "Come on, join our thing," and like whatnot. This lovely lady, she was buying us drinks, giving us edibles. Me and Matt did
Because people are paying her $15 a month.
Matt and I did shroom chocolates at a rave club in Ocean.
That just makes sense.
Dude, the lasers were fucking beautiful. And then there was some white kid who I think he was some frat dude who he was just dead. He was in one of the private booths and they were pulling him out in a wheelchair and he was just like,
I like that.
so I think he was hemorrhaging from severe alcohol poisoning.
Well, that was me on Saturday, but for a whole different reason. So.
Good, dude. That was me on Saturday for another reason. After I sold those tickets to the show, I was so pissed off. We had such a packed audience, but I couldn't go to the show because I already told my frat I would be in New Brunswick at 8:00.
Oh,
Show started at 7, hour and 45, 2-hour drive.
yeah.
Fuck. Either way, I went. We did this thing called the Great American Challenge. Now it's teams of 5. Teams of 5. You have to eat a pizza, drink a handle of vodka, 30 beers, 3 joints.
Between 5 people? Not terrible.
Between 5, yeah, not terrible.
If you pick the team right.
I'll take the
our
3
team
joints.
was picked. Our team was picked really well. I was first.
You
picked.
need your drinker, your smoker, your eater,
Well, dude. So
and some good runner-ups.
after we broke it up, there were only 3 smokers in the group, so it was 1 joint per smoker, 6 beers, a few shots, and 2 slices of pizza. The rest of my group was great. They held it together valiantly. I had my 2 slices of pizza. I had much more than I was supposed to of the vodka, and I killed about 8 beers, and I killed a joint and a half. I killed all of it, and we won first place.
I could see you doing that.
I was so dead on Sunday morning.
Well, you want to know when I recovered from Saturday night?
When?
About middle of the day at work today.
I
About 3:30 at work today. I'm like, oh, I feel a little better now. All right.
I recovered at about 9 p.m. last night. Dude,
You
I
guys
was
know
doing
where,
an interim with some hot chick in my dorm, and I was too hungover to do anything. I was like, she's so hot, but even if she wants to, like, I'll do it, but I don't. My head's gonna explode.
Yeah. Neither one of us will enjoy it this time.
Well, yeah, no, and I ain't never done nothing with this lady before, so I gotta bring the boom. You know what I mean? I can't just be hungover.
True. What were you saying, Mike?
You guys know where Branchburg, New Jersey is?
That's out west.
Oh, okay. So
Oh, northwest.
Yeah, it's a place
Oh,
called
46.
Willie McBride's is the name of it. This guy Bob,
Yes.
Bob Brunquist.
No.
Well, when Josh was
Bob
at that one too.
Grunfest.
Oh, Bob Grunfest. Yeah.
Grunfest. Yeah.
Grunfest.
So I went and did that this past Saturday. I took my wife, my wife's cousin, and her husband. We just an hour and a half from here. Well, yeah, an hour and a half from here. So we went out there on Saturday, and it was a great show, good crowd, sold a huge crowd, and but the place was awesome, man. There was a live band upstairs. It's like this Irish bar, and we got, we're drinking and stuff, and I'm going, man, if this was like 10 minutes from my house, I would close this place down and get totally shit faced. Like I had to remind myself I'm driving an hour and a half home. Like, it was terrible.
I've been there plenty of times.
Such a great time too.
I have to check that out. I didn't know.
So did I. No, I knew he had it.
I needed an unbiased opinion on it.
Yeah,
No, Willie
I
McBride.
knew he had Willie McBride's. I just haven't been there.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is awesome. He, like I said, he had the sold out show there. The crowd was cool.
How many seats?
I gotta say there was probably 65, 70.
Nice.
Good for him.
It was a decent, yeah, it was good size. So yeah, there was one big party that was there for like a birthday, and then but yeah, it was a good crowd. He did a good job there, and comedians were funny.
Nice. I'm definitely gonna have to hit him up on that one.
I love Bob.
Yeah, no, Bob's awesome. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he was cool.
A little Jewish, but
Nah, but not in a bad way.
No, not in a bad way. No,
Yeah.
I never once. Bob has never once done like a stereotypical Jewish thing.
He never called you anti-Semitic for no reason.
Well, I'm getting there. So a few weeks ago at my mic, my brother Pat was on stage, and he said something, or no, it might have not been Pat. I don't know, but someone said something along the lines of like, "We got to do a reverse Holocaust," but the whole point was the Jews kill everyone else.
Okay.
That was the whole. It was very pro-Jew.
Ideal premise.
Yeah, I called
Weird,
up-
but I get it.
Yeah, I wasn't defending it, but I was like, this is what was said.
All right, let's see what
I
happened.
bring up Bob, and Bob was like, "Oh, we're getting anti-Semitic at the Garwood Rest." I was like, "Dude, that was the best thing. That was the best thing for Jews.
That was pro-Jewish.
That was the most pro-Jewish thing I've ever heard."
Listen, it's a weird one.
Listen, man. Sometimes people just hear buzzwords and they
Oh, yeah.
Who was it?
and it's super gay. It's possibly the gayest thing you can do.
What were you saying?
No, I was saying I saw a meme the other day. It was like a picture of Hitler, and it said something like, if I had chosen Muslims, no one would have cared.
Yeah.
People would be thanking me. There'd be more statues.
Somebody posted one I saw. It was like, yeah, but if I would have went about it differently, people might have liked me. I'm like, what? I'm like, wait. I'm like, first of all, why am I reading it? I'm like, I don't even know if he has a point. That's just
It's interesting being online, coming across Hitler apologists,
yeah.
because I'll be reading it and I'm like, damn, he's got a good point. No, I'm kidding.
Nah.
You know what? He's right. Oh, no. I never thought I'd say this, but I think the man's right.
I mean, if it's good enough for Elon,
Yeah, it's true.
You guys can do that.
Have you?
Not.
I'm not doing it. I'm just
What?
saying, if
Do
it's
what?
good enough for Elon.
I would never do that. My heart just goes out to everybody who's been affected by all this bullshit in this world.
You can't even say that with a straight face. Can you? No,
He
you know
was
what?
doing it as he said it. You
That's
missed that
so-
part.
So,
That was after a Jew joke. I'm done.
have you? I was looking for Kyle. Have you seen Kyle? Seen Kyle? He's about this big.
Ah.
Kyle's about this tall.
Nice.
Oh man.
Not to get off topic, but I heard a really good joke the other day. It was, what's the difference between a 4-year-old boy and a bag of cocaine?
What?
Eric Clapton would never let a bag of cocaine.
I saw
fall
that
out the
one.
window. It's fucking dreadful. It's funny. I told that joke the other day to somebody, and they were like, "Oh, Eric, what is he? He's a musician, right?" I'm like, "Oh, fuck, you fucked it up."
Yeah.
You
You don't even know what's
really
going
knew
on.
Who he was? He had no idea his boy fell out a window.
You guys ever see those two guys? I think they're either Australian or something, where they do the spit take jokes back and forth on Facebook.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
You know
I
what I'm
have.
talking about? Where he's like,
Yep.
"How do
They,
you
they
keep
keep
a
something in their mouth, like water or something.
Yeah, he goes, "How do you keep a toddler from drowning in July?" He goes, "Drowned him in June."
Yeah.
Those things. The best one though is he goes, what do you call the useless skin around a vagina? A woman.
Woman.
Yeah.
I can watch those things all day. I love.
What was
those
the other
jokes.
thing I saw? With a Jewish girl asked me what my number was. I was like, "Oh no, we use
We
names
use
again."
names now. No, wait, my favorite one like that. It was an old dice one from Fort Fairlane. What's the definition of vagina? It's the box a penis comes in.
Yeah.
It's like ridiculous enough to like. All right, I call him Stanley, like the power drill.
I've been using this joke recently. I honestly forget who wrote it, either me, Matt, or Nate. But I'm pretty sure it was Matt. But when I'm barking, one of my favorite jokes to use is what did the fat chick say to the ugly chick?
What?
Who cares?
I'd like to see with the dinosaurs. Hey, you want to hear a Nazi joke? The two little toy dinosaurs. He goes, "Hey, you want to hear a Nazi joke?" And he goes, "Yeah, sure." And he goes, "Knock, knock. Who's there?" We ask the questions around here.
I do one that I love because it was a true story. When I was at the Stone Dojo, a friend of mine came with some of her friends, and at the end, this young black lady said that she wanted to have my kids, right? Like she was into me. It was cool, right? So the next time I was there, I talked about how it's getting weird now because I'm doing shows. I don't know what it is. I said, I've been getting hit on by black chicks a lot. My wife thinks it's because I got a face that says if I get you knocked up, I'll probably stick around a while, you know? But then I'm like,
I think
but
that's
you know,
more
so-
skin color.
this chick, she says, in the middle of right after the show, said she wanted to have my kids. I was like, oh damn. So I got information. We made plans for the next Saturday, right? So the next Saturday, I show up at her house, knock on the door, got a bag, overnight bag. She opens the door. I said, hey, I really appreciate you watching my kids. This is Hunter. He's 6 years old. This is Joey. And my wife's in the car. Thank you.
Great twist on that one. I like it.
Yeah.
No, so wait. So what you were asking earlier about Dave, you met him years ago when Matt used to do Taj Mahal. Dave Evans. He was there a lot. He would host a lot over there.
Oh, Dave Evans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar. I'm just not putting the.
All right,
Oh,
hold
wait,
on.
is he the, is he the
cop.
accountant?
Yeah, the accountant.
Oh, okay, so I don't think I've ever officially met him. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I went to
did
go
work
watch.
with him.
I went to go watch a show that he was hosting at the American Legion in like Collingswood. I forget what town it was down there. And I just went with some friends. And my buddy, we were at the bar before the show started, and my friend said, "Oh yeah, you got to check out my man Mike. He's hilarious." Blah blah. So he came over to me and he goes, "You give me 5 minutes. Show me what you got, kid." And I kind of was like, fine, let's go. Right. And I wasn't ready. I didn't have anything planned. I wasn't going to do nothing. But the whole, let me see what you got, kid, got my, oh, okay. All right. Right.
You gonna dare me, huh?
Okay. So I went up and, it was awesome, dude. It was phenomenal. There's a bunch of, I forget who headlined that night. I've seen him with, I seen him on ones with, who's the guy from 94, does the 94.1 radio stuff, Conklin. Like and Pat Parks, I don't know, I can't remember, but anyway, they all came up to me afterwards, got my information, said, told me great job, and that was what gave me the confidence to keep going to play. And then that's when I went to the Stone Dojo right after that, and then I went to the other place. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't for that moment with the show that Dave was doing, I probably might not have pursued it as hard as I have since then. So I owe a lot to Dave giving me that couple minutes just for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, Dave's a great guy though.
Yeah.
And I haven't met. First of all, I haven't met anybody to say a bad word about him.
Nah.
Like, I know you're still kind of new, but I remember a couple of years ago they had the big fundraiser for him down at the Cross Keys Brewery. I was down there, and when he was going through his health battle, and nothing but love from so many people from New York, New Jersey, and Philly comics that were down there. It was like really awesome to see.
Yeah. I am starting to get like I don't want to say the lay of the land, but I can see how certain people interact with other people, even if they're people I haven't met. And I always keep my ear open to wherever I am, because it's a very funny group, comedians. You know what I mean? Like,
we're all fucked up in the head a little
bit. Like, I don't know. You try to figure out who's coming from what kind of place. So I kind of everywhere I go, I just kind of sit back and just kind of like listen and try to,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's funny. Some people are weird.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Oh no! I do the same thing. I mean, I won't, but I definitely could name like 10 comics off the top of my head. Where like I don't have any beef with them. Like they don't know that I feel this way about them. But there's a good amount of people who like, no, you're not gonna get on a show. I don't want to see you at a mic. If I see you at a mic, I'll be like, hey man, how you doing?
Yeah.
But that's it's like seeing the annoying guy at work, It's just like it's just like you're here and I respect that you're here and I respect that you do what you do and I'm doing what I do, but like I don't want to go grab a drink with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't have problems with basically anybody I met. Like, there's really not anything I would say bad about anybody. What I'm talking about is like the more I'm in it, the more I hear other people talk about other people. You know what I mean? Like,
those are the people
that
that
might not be people you know.
with.
You might just see them post something on Facebook, so you don't know who's where it's coming from. But it's the more places you go, the more people that know more people is. You just hear things. And I don't ever want to be involved in that. You know what I mean? I always just want to be someone that when someone thinks of me, they're like, oh yeah, no, never say anything bad about nobody. You know what I mean?
My thing is, I am not one to engage in the drama. But I am a fan of the drama.
yeah, no doubt.
There's been a lot recently.
It's not like I go, I can't
listen
after, but I don't cover my ears, It's enjoyable, but yeah.
It's juicy, but it's like I don't know. It's like I wouldn't want to be known as the guy that just goes around talking shit. And there's a good amount of people that I know that like
love talking.
They don't do any, and also they don't do anything outside of open mics.
True.
And they think that they're shit.
Yeah.
And they have huge egos about them. And I'm like, listen, man, you're gay. Like that's that's so gay. Like, what are you doing?
I know people get a little upset sometimes, especially when I'm at the dojo for whatever reason. They like me there. I get to go last a lot there. And, you know, we did this special a couple weeks ago that we were recording for, you know.
Right, the TV thing, yeah.
Yeah, we had, you know, I went partners with Manny on that, right, as executive producer on it too, right? Like, so I was heavily invested in it. And I was going last regardless. I've gone last there for things that I had nothing, you know, that were nothing, right? So, but then all of a sudden, you know, A.G. White, right? You guys know who that guy is, right? He's a funny dude.
Guy from Brooklyn?
Yeah, funny.
The glasses?
Yeah.
He's not a fan of mine. I made fun of him once.
Yeah, I never met him. So he was supposed to be at a show prior and he had to miss it. So Manny said, I'll put you on this one, but here's what we're doing. And Mike's going last. He was fine with it. Some of the other comedians that were there are like, wait a second, what the hell's Mike from Delran going after A.G. White for? Mike from Delran hasn't done shit. And it's like, listen, guys, I get it. Like, I would have been going last regardless whether this guy was here or not. Like, it just is what it is. Like, you know, you've all had that moment where you do that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's the little things I don't like. I like everybody building each other up. You know, great stuff. Good job, man. Congratulations. More than the why this, why that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, I was doing a show up in the Bronx. This is like 4 years ago. At the Boogie Down Cafe, and he was on and a bunch of other people, and we were just outside fucking with each other because it was one of those outdoor COVID shows in 2021. So we're sitting there, but we're having a good time. We're just fucking with each other. And I said, I'm like, oh shit, MC Search is here. And he got very upset with me. So upset that he wound up leaving and not doing his spot. He just said, fuck you, and took off.
Who's the guy that does the stand-up naked? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Naked Eddie.
I love Naked Eddie.
So Naked Eddie goes on before AJ White. And AJ White went out and probably mentioned Naked Eddie like 3 or 4 times, right? And you can tell Naked Eddie was getting like, right. So T was hosting. If you guys ever been to Stone Dojo, you know T. He was
dude,
hosting,
I fucking love T, bro.
But we told Naked Eddie, we're like, yo, listen, when he's done, instead of T going out next, you go out next naked and give the dude a hug.
You got it at that point.
He did. You could tell it threw that man off, man. He didn't know what to
Eddie,
do.
he went out there and it's like, hey, I kept hearing my voice and my name, you know.
Yes.
You called, I'm here.
He definitely did. That was I did not see that coming. I did not know.
This
That's the first time I met him.
Sponsored by Walgreens.
That was the first time I met him, and I was like, "Oh, his name's Naked Eddie because he gets naked." Okay, I didn't notice that. I didn't know that.
But not completely, but very close.
Enough.
Dude, no, there was one time. Listen, one time, I don't know if you were there. It was at Betty's.
I was there. He might as well have been naked.
You know, no, he might as well have been because
he had tighty whities.
He took off the bag and he had tighty whities. And let me tell you, this man has a huge cock. He was wearing tighty whities. It was like an arm in his pants. It was just out for everyone to see. And I was like, okay, so he's the top.
But he sang happy birthday to his husband while we were there.
He sang happy birthday to his husband with his cock practically out on stage. And then I went on stage and told a joke about eating pussy, and Zool called me a faggot.
Yes. Well,
I went up and I told the ladies, I said, listen, I'm not Naked Eddie. Eyes are up here, ladies. You know what I mean? No reason to be staring down here. She's funny. Yo, do you guys know Joe Scroca Jr.? You know Joe?
Yeah, I've never met him, but I know of him.
I'm meeting him on Friday. He's doing a show.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's come and done the show I did. But listen, did you hear his story about what happened to him at Gotham?
What happened to him at Gotham?
So he goes and gets invited to do the mic at Gotham one night, right? And he's going up after a few people, and the host comes up and says, "Hey, listen, I need you to do me a favor. We got someone he's here. He wants to go up before you, a few minutes, if that's all right." It's Jim Gaffigan, right? So
yeah, I heard that. I heard that, and then Jerry went up.
Why are you ruining my story, Dave?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was building up to that. But no, yeah, so he goes, yeah, no problem. Well, Jim goes up, and then the host tells Joe, listen, Jim brought a friend. He's going to go up next. And it was fucking Seinfeld. He had to go up after Gaffigan and Seinfeld. What? Fuck. And they paid like $15, $20 for those tickets. If you were going to go see Gaffigan and Seinfeld at the same show, you're paying like $200 a ticket at least.
Yeah.
So there was a time a few years back, I think it was just before COVID, that the Comedy Cellar one night, and I read the story. I wasn't there, and I don't know anybody who was there at the time. But as far as drop-ins go, at the Cellar, the holy grail at the time of comedy clubs, these people, there was a regular lineup of comics, and if you're at the Cellar, you're good. These people walked in, paid their regular money to sit and see these comics. The host comes out and says, "Oh, we have a special guest." I said, "All right, if he comes out." They're like, "Yeah, sure." Yeah. It was Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah.
But all night, there was like 5 of them. It was like Seinfeld. Oh, we got another one. You went Chris
Rock,
Amy Schumer when she was still hot and funny. It was like one after another. Like fucking who else? There was like 5 altogether. It's like that lineup alone. That's $1,000 ticket to sit 15 feet from those fucking people because the Cellar is a small club.
So
Everyone's
that
gonna learn
lineup
the new
alone,
shit. You just got to be
and
lucky.
they just popped in, and it was one. These people got the fucking treat of their life, thinking they were going to a regular show, and got 10 or 15 minutes from these fucking superstars. You know,
crazy.
well, that's why people go there, because you're going to get a good show, but you might get something extra special if you go.
Yeah. So Joe made a joke about it in his opening. You know, when he opened his set, and they were recording that night. The club, I guess, for them, or somehow there was recording going on, but they cut that part out and made no mention that Gaffigan and Seinfeld were there. Right, like zero. They didn't like they didn't want anybody to know. Like that's just crazy to me.
Well, because they're not supposed to. Because, like we were saying, you're supposed to be getting more money for that show, and they don't want to advertise it. Like as much as they want to advertise they were there, they don't want to know that they went out before this guy.
Yeah,
That's a bad look for the club.
Yeah, I'm sure, you know, Gaffigan and Seinfeld and, you know, agents shit don't want to know or whatever, you know, that you're going out there unpaid to practice new shit. I mean,
right. Well, I mean, they don't care about the unpaid stuff because they know that, you know, you're working your shit, but they also want to make sure that you don't look lesser doing it.
Right.
More so.
Man.
Which is, you know, just fucked up, but half the battle, half what we do.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Most of what we do does not pay well.
what do we like?
Wait,
Eating and living indoors.
My favorite line from Shay. Go ahead, Shay. Tell him.
I don't do comedy full time because I enjoy eating and living indoors.
That's a good one. Oh shit! Yeah,
listen, jobs pay the bills. Comedy pays my entertainment.
You know what? Comedy's beer money.
Right. Pays the entertainment part.
I got laid off right before the holidays. I was at my job for 25 years, man. I used to work for the Boeing company.
Okay.
Building Chinook helicopters. 25. I was there at 19 years old.
Bro, you better thank your lucky fucking stars. Like
25 years I worked there, and I got laid off right before the holidays. So I got a decent, you know, I get paid a pretty decent severance. You know, I'm good until like the end of July, and then if I need unemployment, whatever, blah blah. But so like I kind of been taking a break, man. And a joke that I use now, which has killed, especially with women, is like, you know, now that I've been home with the kids all the time, you know, every day I'm starting to sound more and more like a housewife. Like just the other day, my wife gets home from work. She goes, "How was your day?" I said, "Oh, it was terrible. Getting the kids to school was a wreck. Joey left her lunch. I had to take it back. Hunter's got a book report due tomorrow. I don't know what he's going to do it on." And she says, "Well, he just got a book from the book fair. Let him read that." And I said, "Listen, I didn't need a solution. Sometimes I just want you to listen to me."
Love it.
Women love every time. They love that joke, man.
It's the perfect twist.
It is. Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's... I did it on stage once, and I never did it again. It did get kind of a laugh when I was like, one day I was getting out of the shower, my wife walks in, I'm like, "Sweetheart, eyes up here." Okay?
Yeah.
Eyes up here.
I bust on my wife a lot.
Oh, me too.
You have to. If you can't bust balls with your wife, listen, your wife is supposed to be your best friend.
Yep.
And you have to be able to bust balls with your best friend in order for your best friend to be your best friend.
True.
Well, I don't know if any of you guys saw the video I posted before the last show we did at Turner's last year, but because she's my wife and because there's a lot of people we know, I thought to myself, the best way to end this is if me and her roast each other. Like I invite her up. I started advertising as we had a special guest comedian, right? Everybody's pretty, you know, what does that mean, right? So after I was just about done, I said, you know, I promise you guys we had a special guest comedian, and you know, you guys know my wife. We bust each other's balls a lot. I wanted to give her a chance to get me back. Well, the place went nuts, and I called her up and I wrote her jokes for her. And,
all right.
And they were good, man. But like we went back and forth. And she is such a good sport. Like I told her, I said, you know, they say beauty's only skin deep. That explains why your knees are so ugly. It was just, you know, she was a good sport. But yeah, dude, like we were, and I think Shay, you might have heard this one. I think at Stowe Dojo maybe, but we're driving down Atlantic City Expressway for her birthday this summer, and this is a true story. Just me and her, no kids, music's on, everything's great. And out of nowhere, on the Atlantic City Expressway, she asked me, "What's it called on the way back?" I'm like, "What?" She goes, "The Atlantic City Expressway. What's it called on the way back?"
Yeah, true.
It's a Camden Expressway, you fucking idiot. What do you mean? But yeah, anyway, she's the best.
That's like the old, you know, why do we drive on the parkway and park in the driveway? Why do they call them apartments when they're right next to each other?
They call them a pair of pants. You only get one.
Yeah. Why are they still called shoelaces when they're in your sneaker?
Yeah. What is it? What is a TV set? You only get one.
Yeah, there's only one. It's not a whole set.
Yeah.
I would love a set of them.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Now, so how often are you doing the shows down at Turner's?
So last year we did 2. Our first one was in February. We did 2 that night, and we sold 140 each show.
Oh,
So
nice.
It was 280 people in one night. That was out of control. I was stupid. So I don't do that again. Now we just do one a night. So like we'll do this one March 8th. I debate on one in the summer because it's a hit or miss here in the summer. People on vacations, whatever. Like we did one for a guy who was running for mayor. He had a benefit at Turner's, but he asked me to do the comedy thing for his benefits.
All right.
He paid for everything, whatever. So it was you know, it was hard to get a full room. But then we did it again in what was it, August and I think December or November. So we try to do it like every 3 months if possible.
Okay.
But, so this one's
Nice.
March. We'll probably won't do the next one until like July or August.
All right.
And then we'll do one where it's 2 nights, October, November.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's cool. I mean, I pay all the comedians well. You know, I know it's well because I know what I've gotten paid for things. So I know that I'm paying them well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you figure like $25 ticket, you're selling 140. I don't have to pay for the room because I'm like a member there or whatever. So all I do is pay for a DJ. I pay the bartenders, tip them good. Usually I'll get a camera crew there because the money's there. Because I'm not doing it for the money. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I doubt I'm in the green. I might be a little bit, but then I pay then I pay the comedians, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You don't see that too often.
Yeah, no, so like I said, the first time I did it, it was a bunch of people from the class I did at Helium, so I didn't pay them shit. Like this is opportunity for you for stage, right? But
Fair.
ever since then, it's been comedians that I've seen, like I said, like Josh, Rob, and Greg. You know, Laura was there. You know, Dave will be here. Everyone that's coming. Dave Burrows is coming this time. Dave Slagle,
The one that was with us or the other one?
Yeah, Dave Burrows was with us. He was the one at the other thing. Dave Slagle, Steve Schwartz will be there. I haven't heard back from him, but I know he's supposed to be there. And Andrea Fenton, if you know her. But yeah, they're all people that I've seen that made me laugh, so I'm gonna pay them. You know,
That's the way to do it. You got to get people that are going to be funny.
Yeah, no, that's exactly how I started booking when I started booking shows. I mean, I was just like, because I went into it with the mentality of like, okay, don't just book your homies,
right?
Because just booking your homies, totally lame move, not going to get anyone anywhere.
You need to do a little of both. You need to book people, people you like being with, but also funny.
You know, throw a homie a bone, but
right.
Like, if your homie isn't in that upper echelon, throw a homie a bone, but like, make it still a pretty good show.
Yeah.
So
I did the same exact thing.
Yeah.
No, it worked very well.
Here's where you're right? So like everybody that I've had there, everybody's always said good things. You know what I mean? But there are people that are being requested back, right? And I'll tell you, like Josh, like the crowd where I have loves Josh. Yeah. Rob and Greg, they love Rob and Greg. Like when will they be back? So now, like later this year, early next year, now I don't have to be the you know, I'm not the headliner. I just want to host. You know, Josh is our headliner, or Rob and Greg, or you guys, Shay, you know, any of you guys, you know what I mean? Like that's what the whole idea is about. So,
oh yeah,
but you're right. The homies would be boring. Same people all the time is boring. Yeah, same people won't come if it's the same people all the time. And then there's the ones that get requested that you hold
Right.
off. So then when you do bring them, it's a big deal. Not a big deal, but people are like, "Oh, I love that guy." You know?
Oh, he's going to be there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Shay's going? I got to buy tickets for that.
You coming, Shay?
Who's that? My wife?
Yeah.
Probably not. Right?
No, your wife doesn't do that.
She's busy then.
She's tired. She has a
Yeah.
meeting in the morning.
No.
no,
Listen, listen. When I'm out
She
of
wants
the
to
house,
nap in the morning.
Well, when I'm out of the house till midnight, listen. The boyfriend's over. I'm like, I'm coming home. Get him. Like, she can ask him to take the garbage out on the way out.
Yeah, don't make me do that shit after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to. It reminds me of a joke I use where I talk about how, like, after 12 years, I finally got my wife into some kinky shit. You know, she finally agreed to let third person in the bedroom, which is
God
awesome
bless
to me.
America.
Which is awesome to me because I've been tired of watching from the hallway.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit. Actually, speaking of that, I am being nominated for
A threesome?
Adult Sex Network ASN Award Entertainer of the Year. I was nominated.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yo.
They sent me my thing today. I was like, oh yeah, look at this. Woo. I just asked somebody I know that is involved with a community down in Florida. I'm like, hey, by the way, I'm like, all right.
Also, when's our next fun hotel party?
They just got a new hotel. All right, I can't find it there. Ah, shit, I hate when that happens. I hate when it does this to me. No, so they got some new hotels, so they're waiting to do that. I'm like, oh, awesome.
There you go. Congrats.
Yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome,
And
dude.
they said, hey,
Did
I,
they send you a cock
I
ring?
think somebody wants to do it for the podcast also. I'm like, well, sure, let me know.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that.
That's cool.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to party at the next one.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to bed.
Because
It's 7 in the morning.
I don't know what the weirdest shows that you've been invited to, but I've been lucky enough to be invited to adult entertainment shows. And I don't mean porn. I just mean like swingers and shit like that.
Just you and Naked Eddie.
And you know, son, Naked Eddie would be a fucking
Naked
blast at
Eddie
one
would
of
be
those.
amazing actually for that. Yeah. Dude, listen, let's just say oh my god, that's beautiful.
Yeah. I would get that frame.
Let's just say
I should.
I stumbled upon a room because I was told there were pina coladas in there, and there were pina coladas
Yes.
in there,
But
and it was also the orgy room. And they were like, "Oh man, you were funny tonight. We thought you were cute. I mean, are you cool that we're all like 30 and up?" And I was like, "That's my fave, dog." Like, so I finally left at 6 a.m. Went outside, smoked a bowl during the sunrise, and then went to bed. And then
perfect.
I expected to wake up in a few hours and drive, but then I woke up at 2 p.m.
Wow.
and I was the only car left. Every single other person had checked out. It was a ghost town.
So you didn't know how to handle your shit. You overslept it.
Listen, man, I had a very good.
You earned it. I'm not saying you didn't earn it.
I earned it, bro. That was a wonderful time.
The sigh.
Oh man.
No, and I love hanging out with Hodge and Tracy there because she'll just pour me a lovely drink.
Yeah.
She'll pour me a lovely drink and be like, "All right, sweetie, go do your sex."
My wife's fun like that.
Dude, I love your wife. I love Tracy so much.
Yeah.
Tracy's a lovely woman.
So wait. So before the show, I left a message. I'm like, by the way, when you tune in tonight, I'm going to have a surprise for you.
Okay.
And she goes, "How do you know what time I'm going to go on?" I'm like, "It won't matter. You're going to tune in, and you're going to be very happy." She goes, "Okay." She got me the shirt for Valentine's Day, so I'm like,
I love it.
so yeah, duh. It's a no-brainer. I'm like, yes. Bob Ross painting Wu-Tang sign. So
Dude, I went to
she got me
go.
in the chat earlier. She's like, "All right, I like the shirt."
I went to go buy tickets for that, man. After fees and all that and taxes, it's like $210 for like an obstructed view seat.
Yeah. I went a couple of years ago when they were doing their last tour, the New York tour. I was like, all right, cool. And I went with some friends from college and everything. And my friend Ash was like, "Hey, you want to try and do it again?" And it's actually the week I'm going to be away. So I
Damn.
Yeah, I'm like, I'd consider, but I'm not even going to be around that week.
The last one in that whole tour is going to be in Philly, and yeah, we were going to go, but man,
Where at in Philly?
I think they're at Wells Fargo Center.
Nice.
Yeah,
That just makes sense.
Right. So, but yeah, like I said, just to get good, if you wanted good seats, you're paying like $375 a ticket.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'll wait until they're cheaper when they get closer. People can't go.
You see that Tom
Right.
Segura bit about his friend who offered to suck the dick of any guy in the Wu-Tang Clan, and then they let her onto the bus, and then they're like, all right, guys, this woman's offering to suck your dicks because she wants to suck Wu-Tang dick. And she was like, who wants it? And every single one of them raised their hand. What is it, 9? 7?
Yeah, 9.
9, yeah, 9 huge dicks. This lovely woman. You ever seen that bit?
No, but she's sweet.
I forgot how he closes it out. It's something where he's at lunch with her, and he's like, how'd you handle it? And she was like, throw up a little bit, and then I was good.
I did the job.
I did the job. I mean, it was in the way.
I'm not a liar.
I
said what I said. I did what I did.
Yeah, she was like, I said I'd do it, and I did. And now I can say I've done it. And I was like, you know what? Power to you.
There you go. Way to go, lady.
Oh man,
that's funny. So what do you edit all this up, post it on that page? I'm glad I followed it. I didn't know.
Yeah, we do it on that page. I put it on my page also. Our terrible YouTube channel. Literally, I think last week was the first one we started streaming there live as well. It might have been 2 weeks ago.
YouTube too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Finally got that. I finally connected it. I've been meaning to do it for like a year.
Oh, dude, hold on.
Instead of uploading it.
I'll
So
post the link right now, dog.
yeah.
What
So
are you talking about?
and then when I have more time, I upload it, to like so it gets on like Spotify and Apple Podcasts, which I'm very way behind. Speaking of that, I had some wacky Indian dude tell me that he wanted me to help me promote the podcast and he could like triple my viewership. I'm like, that doesn't take much. I'm like, well, how? He goes, well, how much would you like? I'm like, get me 1 billion views.
Yeah, well, that's India.
He's like, how much are you going to pay me? I
That's
said,
India.
get me the 1 billion views and we'll see. He goes, all right, I will increase your productivity. Then you tell me how I did. He sends me a message the next day. I didn't check it till today. That was like a week ago. I'm looking through. Shapan Mahmood said, hey, we got your message. I'm like, great results. Check out the data. I'm like, all right, let me check out the data. Nah. 10 views, 10 downloads, 20 on that one. I'm like, all right. Let me check on Podbean. I got to fucking re-sign into that one. I'm like, I'm going through all that. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm like,
dude, your YouTube presence sucks.
oh, it's terrible.
Dude, I Googled Dave Hodge.
Oh, my personal YouTube is even worse. It's worse than the show.
No, I know. I said I can't even find you. I looked up Dave Hodge. All that happens is your
Me and
son,
other stuff.
And then 8 years ago, Hodge.
Yeah. No, I have nothing on there. It's
Is
terrible.
that Andrew Rich?
Possibly. No.
Looks like Andrew Rich on the side. Oh, and your lighter side of finance video.
By the way, my uncle chimed in. He said it's the expressway to your heart. Is coming back from AC.
Oh, wait, go back to the comments. I haven't seen what people have been saying.
Oh, there's a chat.
Oh, wait. Nate's in here. Mike looks like PJ after 20 years of blue collar work.
Like he'll ever work.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, Tracy was very happy that she saw this shirt. I'm like, all right, good. That's half my battle for today.
Where's the chat? YouTube?
It's on Facebook on my personal page.
Oh,
People
cool. I don't know how to see it.
It's a pain in the ass. Listen, so the app we use to run the show, StreamYard.
Yeah, I thought you guys were like getting. I thought it was a. No, by the way, I thought it was like spam. I thought you were trying to get access to my camera history.
No, I'm good. Listen, you don't want mine. I probably don't want yours. Is all I'm saying. We're all good on that one.
We don't want to see pictures of your wife's dirty knees.
Oh, that's funny.
Dude, I literally can't find your YouTube channel.
Which one are you looking for?
The one that this is streaming.
Uncomfortably Funny
Uncomfortably
podcast?
Funny, that's what it is?
Uncomfortably Funny podcast. If you look at it, look at that. That was last week.
Why is your
I don't know why it's showing that. I'm not that bright.
No,
No, but the screen is.
Your whole screen's inverted.
Yeah, it's in. I don't know how to fix that stuff. I'm not bright. I said
Oh yeah, you're live right now. Oh, that's me. Okay,
yes.
there we go. I figured it out.
So no, I'm slowly figuring out how to use this StreamYard. After using it for a year and a half, I'm slowly getting the hang of it.
Yeah, baby steps.
Baby
Wait a
step.
minute. Who do I look like after 30 years of blue collar work?
Him.
Me.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he looks like you.
Yeah. All right,
You-
shit.
yeah.
Back when I had hair and less stress.
I don't think you walked around with the sexy robe like he's wearing right now.
Yeah,
He's got like a shorty robe
The chatter
from a 70s porn thing.
What'd you get that? What your dad just pick you up from karate?
No, he's got a chatterbait
Oh, I can't read it. Oh, okay.
chatterbait robe.
the chatterbait robe.
He's trying to show off the sexy chest hairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Ooh, look at him brushing
What's
the
up,
crumbs
5
away from
viewers?
his,
Who wants me?
yeah, yeah. Brush the sub crumbs away. That's
Yeah,
what
I know.
makes him hot. That's what turns him on.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna, like I said, I was hoping 15, 20 minutes from you. I am glad you stayed on longer. We have something coming up in a little bit. One of our sponsors, we do a clip of the week. Not sure you wanted to stick around for not with that.
Hey, guys, thanks for having me on, man. It's awesome to talk to you guys again. It's nice to meet
well,
you.
then
Bud.
let
It's
me
good to
set
see
it up
guys
for
again.
you real quick.
No, are you staying or are you gonna go?
No, I didn't hear what you said. I thought you were kicking me out.
No. I'm saying I'm glad you're staying. I'm not sure if you wanted to stay because we have what we call our clip of the week
It's a
from
really,
our sponsor, efuck.com.
It's a really good clip of the week.
So,
Why you picked it?
No, there's anything from there.
Also
well,
true.
So, Mike, and efuck.com is one of our sponsors.
Okay.
And it's basically where you go when you want to stop jerking off. Because most of it's just not good stuff. That's just it's horrible shit and it's just terrible and
It's
It's not horrible. or
people
terrible,
love
it's
it.
beautiful. Why is your
Was
screen
that-
inverted?
Is that on your sponsor card? Like your read card? Is that what they told you to say?
No, that's not what they told us to say. That's
That's
actually
awesome.
what it is.
I
If you
like
want to
it.
describe it, that's exactly what it is. I know.
All right, cool. No, I'm gonna head out. I gotta help make sure these kids are in bed and shit. But I appreciate being on, guys. Thank you.
No,
guys.
not a problem. Listen, I'm glad you were able to hear. We definitely want to have you back on again. We will talk to you soon about like AC and some other shit.
Hey, whenever you guys want, man, follow
Absolutely
me.
no, dude. It was nice meeting you. What is your Instagram?
Mike from Delran, all one word.
That just makes sense.
Very easy.
Sure, we'll see each other again soon at the dojo down there, the Stone Dojo.
Yeah. Well, all right, PJ. Thanks, dude. Absolutely. Yeah.
I got to reach out to Manny and see what he's got open, but let me keep you in mind for that one show that you're running. Let me know.
You absolutely. You got. I will for sure. Definitely.
I'm hoping to get down to the Stone Dojo at some point soon. I'll see you down there, hopefully.
All right. Cool.
All right,
yeah,
man. It was
well,
definitely a
April-
pleasure.
Be back on April 19th, and you can watch me, smoke these fools. You know?
There you go.
Yeah, dude.
go.
Oh,
All right,
no,
guys.
Reclaim the title.
I'm running a show that night in Jersey City. However, I will support you another night.
All right. Cool. I'll see you guys.
Love
All
you,
right, be
brother.
good, man.
Take care.
Sure.
man.
Take care. Oh, he clicked off already. No, I am trying to figure this out.
Wonder,
Intern.
well, click on one and see if it will play like that.
No, it's gonna. That's the problem.
Click on "Can't Stop the Cum Shots."
That's the problem. I can't.
What the fuck,
I know. I
dude? What are you
can't figure
doing?
this out. Oh, hold on a second. Dave. It's you. I know what has to be done. I just don't know how to do it.
What has to be done? Delete browsing data.
Besides that, no. No, yeah, you gotta. It's like on night mode or whatever.
Go in your settings.
Dude, Finn's watching right now.
That's always good.
Dude, Finn's watching right now. He came in for the perfect part.
Well, we have to see if we can get it on because it's negatized like that.
Yeah, I don't know how
Oh,
to
yeah, no,
switch
sorry,
that.
I was googling
The
it
whole
before he got
thing.
off. How to invert
The video,
Google.
because I don't know what the heck happened with this. This is terrible.
Well, wait, go back. It looks normal right now.
That's right there.
Yeah. Why don't you click out of it and
Oh, yeah,
reopen
yeah.
it?
Yeah, try that.
Close it and then go and we want to reopen it. Doom, 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 doom.
No, that didn't help.
Okay, go to settings and select accessibility.
Hold on a second. Wait.
Oh wait, maybe disable that. I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Oh, it's on inverted color. Put it on normal. There you go.
Boom! Look at that. That wasn't so bad. I was going to go to it early because I'd always been on for a while. We were hitting the dry spot there, but we could hold off on that for like 10, 15 minutes, right?
What's that?
Clip of the week.
We can hold off.
Yeah, we can hold off.
Yeah.
Coming up to it soon. But yeah, we can hold off.
But now we got this fixed. We could wait a few minutes, and there we go. So what's going on, Peach?
Nothing much, man. I'm busy. Dude, school's fucking gay.
That's fair.
I don't like it. I'm doing comedy.
What school? What are you talking about?
I go to Rutgers.
See, that I knew. But I thought that was a joke. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're right.
Oh, fuck. You're
Rutgers
serious.
is a joke
Damn,
of a
I'm
school.
Sorry. No, you know what? What? Next, he's going to tell me he's got an autistic brother or something. No, anyway.
But only one. The other
But
one.
only one. No, you know what? Is I do okay in life, and the only school I ever stepped into was to fucking drink on college. So campuses.
Fair.
So
I mean,
I'm not saying if it's a personal thing.
well, because the thing is, the only reason why, because if I was actually like super paying for it, I wouldn't. But my stepmom works there,
so
so
you
I get
it for
free
free.
tuition.
But what are you going for?
I'm decided right now. I'm majoring in chilling with a minor in vibing. I'm doing my core classes right now. I'm like,
So I would reverse that because vibing is a lot more. It pays more. It's got a healthier salary range. No, you know what? I tell everybody same thing with every comedy. You still have to have a fallback. Comedy's a great thing, and you can absolutely 100% fucking shoot for the stars and be the next biggest fucking thing. And we'll be standing on stage one day, on the offside stage, fucking cheering him on when he's at the fucking
At the Beacon.
or the Garden, right? And that could happen. I'm not saying it can't.
oh yeah,
Absolutely could.
I might.
But the chances
Well,
are slim and none.
But
So
my-
you still need that backup.
but my fallback is comedy. So like, let's say
Oh,
hypothetically,
so if you fuck up in comedy, you're gonna do comedy.
yes.
Oh,
Because
I never thought of
because
that.
even let's say I shoot for the moon, I'll still land on the stars. And let's say I don't fucking make it, but whatever. I'll just produce.
Maybe we just crash to the
I'll-
space station.
I'll
basically-
produce shows, make money.
You basically do what you're doing now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
And
but the thing is, I'm doing it now, and like I'm making enough to get by. Like I can't complain. Like I'm
well,
semi comfortable,
I think that's what I'm saying.
but I
is
build it now so that later.
I knew one or two guys in bands that did the same thing, and they had that whole stay hungry mentality.
Yeah,
And there was three of them that I knew, and the one guy, he kind of quit the band for like 6 months, like 4 years, and they were pissed at him. But he went and got his, he went to do an electrical engineer's apprentice.
well
thing.
that fucking pays.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
That's
when,
good
so
shit
when
to know.
he was done with it, right? He went back to the band. They kept touring and doing all their little shit, but it never took off. But he was the only one that owned a house, had a car, got married. You know what I mean? It's like he
Fair.
lived a life. He was like, they were like, "Hey man, we're gonna do this gig at some fucking hallway somewhere," and he was like, "I'm going out. I'm going to like fucking, Bahamas with my wife."
Yeah.
Like they
Fair.
can't afford to put two nickels together because they were the stay hungry mentality. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the one guy wound up killing himself because he never made it, and at the same time, never had a life.
Fair.
Either way, like he didn't have.
You got to have the perfect work-life balance no matter what the job is, though.
And I understand fully that it's so hard. Comedy is you can't and this is why I'll never be a star because I can't give my life over to it like it needs. Music, comedy, actress, and actor. You need to give your entire. I would have to fucking leave my wife, sell my house, hopefully live in my car for the most part. You know what I mean? To just get on the road and jump around the country and get paid fucking $30,000 a year if I'm lucky, to barely eat, to be on the road and still have a very slight chance of making it, especially at my age.
Totally fair.
But I'm not saying that to be like a Debbie Downer or cynical.
I
It's
get
just
it.
I have to look at the reality of it. And there are some people like even my son wants to be like a producer, director, he does videos and he directs, he writes stories, he creates his own cartoon characters. He's on the spectrum
Okay.
and he creates his own cartoon characters and he writes
Sounds
stories
just like my brother.
And I said, well, yeah, except he's high functioning. So I said, listen, if you can do that. I want you to do that. I want you to do that. You can possibly do that for a living, but that is like a business. Like it's not a business.
Very
It's
competitive.
not a business that you
Mhm.
just jump into it. Like you go to school to be a doctor, you're going to be a doctor. You go to school to be a lawyer, you're going to be a lawyer. You go to school to be an actor, you can wait tables the rest of your life. Do you know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
just the way reality
Yeah.
is. So it's listen to this, just get your CDL license, and he does. He has it now. He drives a Metro.
Okay.
And he does that stuff on the weekends, and hopefully it'll fucking take off. And if it doesn't,
He still has a good
making
job.
Almost $40 an hour to fucking drive cement. You know what I mean? It's like he's still doing it. Does it take up time during the week when he could be writing? Yeah. But he's young. He's 27 years old. Fucking do it on the weekends. Do it at night. Do it over. And that's just my take on it because I do have my foot in both worlds. I enjoy doing great shows because I get paid to do a bunch of decent shows. And I'm going to Bermuda for 7 days. I'm going to Greece in 2 weeks, in October for 2 weeks. Like those are things that, you know, I still get to do and get on stage and make people laugh. Never going to be a star, but I've resigned myself to that a long time ago, and that's what makes it easier for me.
Fair.
And I'm probably talking myself out of it, which is bullshit. But like, what a fucking idiot! Like, what you know? But I do know that people have the stay hungry mentality, and all I can say is that I got socks older than you, and I know this because I'm wearing them. and you definitely should go for it. I told you that. Like I said, don't just told him the same thing. Don't fucking linger in open mic hell because you're better than that, much better than that.
I mean,
But-
fucking Hodge told me fucking forever ago. He was like, he told me a story. He was like, listen, man, I knew 2 comics that started young too, and they were both fucking hilarious. One of them went balls to the wall, and now he's touring the country, doing his thing, whatever. This is like, say, what was it? 4-6 years later now?
Okay.
I don't
Give
know.
or take. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was people that you knew. I don't know.
So I'm thinking from the sound of it, I think Dan Lemore.
Dan likes Skyrock.
Yeah, because he
and then
That's what I'm saying. He gave his life over.
yeah, and he told me that there were other that the other guy who like whatever, he's still living in his parents' basement. And my thing is,
he would take plates of food from a fundraiser.
JC.
Yeah.
But he's
But
fucking
also
doing
touring the
it.
country.
He's touring the country. He can come home to his parents' basement. They're fully supportive. He's got a full act based on ethnicity and stuff like that. But he's touring the country. And even if you never hear his name ever again, he's still doing that. And he's not making a ton of money, and it probably makes him happy. But so here's a good example. Do you remember Richard Jenney?
No.
Okay, Richard Jenney.
Way before his time, but great
Richard
guy.
Jenney was a phenomenal fucking comedian. He had HBO specials. He had a
TV show,
short-lived TV show. He toured the country. He was in a bunch of movies with big stars. Super. I saw him at the Count Basie Theater in Red Bank, and I took my friends. I said, "You got to see this guy." For coworkers from work, I said, "You got to see this guy's fucking funny as hell." But he was. And then halfway through his set, he says, he just got real melancholy. He goes, I've spent my whole life in hotel rooms and I never fucking got married. I never had kids. There's some things I've always wanted. Now he's mid-40s, late 40s. He said, because I really do this. I enjoy what I do, but I'm starting to think back and maybe I made the wrong decision in life. I could have got married. I could have done this. But he killed himself 2 weeks later. And I told my friends leaving that night, I said, something's off. Something's off. He's funny, but something just seems a little off. And he was fucking shot himself in the face with a shotgun.
Damn.
In a hotel 2 weeks later.
Fuck.
And he was fucking funny as hell. But I'm saying is, I think it got to him that even the success he had, which was great, wasn't enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when
Did you ever see that movie, The Mask, with Jim Carrey?
Dude, it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
That's him.
That's the guy that was working with him.
Oh, whoa, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
One of my favorite bits of his is when he's like, I'm watching the Super Bowl, and that referee comes down, and he's like, he clicks a little button, and he's talking to like 1 billion people. It's like, I don't know. I would just be like, we got a foul on the far end of the line. My fucking wife left me this weekend. He's like, he goes, I don't know. Maybe I overreacted. She yelled at me, and I kind of swung, but I didn't really swing. And he's going on this whole thing, and he goes, I don't know, whatever. First down. I'll figure it out. First down. Then he does the boy. He had this special called The Boy from New York City, where he does the $100,000 pyramid from New York. Remember this game show, the $100,000 pyramid?
That's before his time.
You had the $100,000 pyramid. Somebody has a sign up that has a word, and it's like
Aristophanes.
Yeah, no, well, like things with holes, and it's soft, and a cheese. Okay, go next. And you would say, 4 wheels and a steering wheel, cars. Okay, go next. They had to guess what you were to give them clues. And he does the $1,000 pyramid from New York City. Doorknobs, molding, bums with urine, things you find in your hole. Yes, go next. Heart, liver, fillet knife, things you find in your chest. Yes, go next. He was fucking funny, and I watched him at the Basie, and 2 weeks later he was dead. But in the middle of his set, For like 5 minutes, he just got straight up. And that's the one thing that made me think, it's like, you can have success. But what I think about more, and I think the point of my story was, he was successful. He was really good and people loved him. And it still wasn't like enough. Could you imagine doing what he did and only just maybe hitting clubs and being out in the parking lot and nobody knows who you are?
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just do that. And all of a sudden it's like, okay, well now I don't have any life and I didn't have the comedy life that I thought I would have. And then the next thing you know, you're like, what the fuck did I do in my whole life? You know?
Fair.
But I'm just saying, as far as comedy, music, all that shit, you have to. And I said this at this table how many times? Anthony, Dave, myself, neither one of us had the ability to just throw our whole life away and do what has to be done to actually be a comedian. Now, a successful comedian.
Yeah.
Now, what is your definition of professional? Because, in my opinion, there's two definitions. A professional is somebody who gets paid to do something.
Yes.
Right. So I get paid to do comedy. Am I a professional? I guess by a certain measurement, yeah.
Yes.
But then the other definition is somebody who does it for a living. And in that respect, I'm not a professional. I probably never will be. But once I realized that and said, this is just a nice paying hobby, then the pressure was off. Now I can go make people laugh. You know what I mean? And sometimes I have to turn down shows because I either have to work, especially now my schedule is all over the fucking place. I have to work or I'm married. And in the summer, my wife's a summer chick. She likes to be outside, drinking beers on the deck or going out to eat or going on the beach, blah, blah, blah. And a few years ago, right? A few years ago, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to Saturday. She's like, Saturday night, we'll go to the beach, we'll hang out. I was like, I got a show. And she went, again, just like that. And I went, okay, that's the cue. Got to cut back in the summer. You know, she don't care. She doesn't care. So what I do all with spring, fall, winter, spring. But, you know, I can't be on divorce. If I did every show as offered, I'd be in divorce number 2. Do you know how hard it would be to pay alimony on comedy wages?
True.
She would get $8 in a cheeseburger.
Well, 50% of the cheeseburger is what?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, I did that bit when I first got engaged. I'm like, you know, people say as a comedian, you know, when you buy an engagement ring, you're supposed to pay 3 months' salary. But as a comedian,
Yeah.
like, what's 3 months worth of chicken parms and ZD dinners?
Yeah, chicken parm. Yeah.
ZD dinners and drink tickets. How do we get 3 months worth of drink tickets and buy a ring with that? Because I don't know if you've ever done any of those shows that are like that, where you only get the meal or you only get like a couple drink tickets at the bar.
Yeah.
Like there's places that you'll go and it's
Do
like,
that.
yeah,
You
that's your
come, you
pay.
do comedy for 10 minutes, and then what do you want? Pick something off the menu. All right, I'm going to get a chicken parmesan. Okay, cool. That's your pay.
Damn.
And that's it. It was the station. And I used to say, yeah, I would go there hungry. I would go there not hungry. It'd be like, give me chicken parm. Oh, rapid to go.
Yeah.
Get food for lunch the next day. But the guy who ran the show was so cool, and you'd meet a lot of people in there, and you'd always network and get other shows.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm not saying it's a bad gig, but I'm just saying, you know,
I'm saying, but there was like, no,
overall,
But you can't complain. You get
overall
fed.
comedy doesn't pay.
Yeah.
But when you do get paid, you may make a few bucks. You may make a chicken parm.
When I was doing Rascals 30 years ago, and I met this one guy. He died a couple of years ago. He was an old timer. He did records in the 60s with Richard Pryor and Carlin and all those guys. And he would pop in because he lived in Middletown in a 55 and over community. He was retired. And he had some great bits. He would jump up once in a while. This old guy up there just telling jokes. We were sitting in the booth one night. He goes, listen, kid. And I was like 19. He goes, listen, kid, it's not brain surgery. But if you do it right, it can be brain surgery money. And I never forgot that. But he's right. He's absolutely right.
Yeah.
At a certain level. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you have to.
Like Gaffigan makes 15, 20 million a year.
But it's also like every other business in the world that the 1% are going to be the ones making the 1%.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now you hope to
everybody-
be in that 15% where you may not be the superstar, but like, oh yeah, I've heard of that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing I've always said. Again, it sounds cynical. It's really not. It's a sort of a realistic approach because anybody can make it. I could still make it. I just,
Yeah.
The chances are so far. I got the lottery tickets too. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let me check them before I have to get up and leave. But same thing. Like everyone's like, oh, Bruce Springsteen, man. He slept on the beach in the summer and he slept on his friends' couches in the winter. And now he's worth $1 billion. And it's like, yeah, but for every one Springsteen, there's 15,000 guys that are just as, if not more talented, that didn't get that shot that he got. And now the one guy's working at Wawa, the other guy's working at gas.
Well, what was
station.
what was the break he got though? I know
break
you.
he got when he played that show in Boston,
Yeah.
and that was a fucking razor's edge of not happening. So in 1975, Bruce was playing the show in Boston, and a music critic was assigned to go see him and he went to watch him, and he loved him, and he put the headline up. You know, I've seen the future of rock and roll, and its name is Bruce Springsteen. And that was it. He just Bruce just stratosphere from there. As a matter of fact, that guy John Reed became his manager, and they have this. If I'm not mistaken, they're still friends and managers today and this other shit. But at the time, he was just rock critic. That night, John Reed was fucking sick and said, "I'm not going to go." I'm going to say it's just some kid from fucking Jersey. If I catch him next time, maybe I don't know. Blah blah. But then he said, "I fucking ate some chicken soup and I was feeling a little better, and it is my job, so I went."
Damn.
And then I've seen the future of rock and roll, and his name is Bruce Springsteen. But he was this close to not going.
So you never know what's good or bad in life.
No, you never know where your thing comes from. You know, if it comes at all, and when and why. But there are guys, you know. It's like when I'm driving driving to work one day, and John Bon Jovi's on the radio. He fucking lives 2 minutes from here. He grew up 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Fucking down the street from here.
I don't know if you grew up in Sayreville. That's
Yeah.
He grew up in Sayreville. He's on the radio, and he's like, "Well, you know, you only had two choices." First of all, him and Bruce, I don't know where they got their fucking. You know what? It's like, dude, the city's 40 minutes away.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I don't know what this is about, but that's what he should be talking about. She's a little runaway, fucking asshole. No, but he's like, yeah, you only had two choices where I grew up. You either went off to work with your daddy, or you went and became a rock star. And it's like, dude,
No, it's
you
not.
got the biggest, best city in the world, 40 minutes from your doorstep. An hour and a half is Philly. It's not like you're in the coal mines of Kentucky where you went to work with your daddy or you went off to be a rock star. No, New Jersey's got a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
You could have fucking done anything. You became a rock star, and that's great. But he's got that whole, well, I always knew I was going to be a rock star. No, it's easy to say,
No.
going from the top of the mountain down how you always knew.
See, now my cousin Erica grew up with his brother Matt.
Yeah.
So I actually went by the house like
Yeah.
years ago, and he was still in that. No, he's like, no, I got it. I'm going to be the rock star. You're going to see.
Yeah.
And that was before anybody ever heard of him. I'm like,
Right. He's,
whatever.
what, 60 years old now?
Yeah.
62, whatever. And if you really did the research, you could probably find 62-year-olds who work a nice job somewhere.
Yeah.
That go, no, I'm going to be a rock star. I know it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Some people make it and some don't. There's always going to be that 1%. You know, not everybody can be Jerry Seinfeld.
No.
What I will say though is what I did was, I mean, I started when I was like 18, and I've been friends with a lot of people that are like your guys' age and
Yeah,
older
yeah,
and
yeah.
younger.
Yeah. I
So-
don't know if that helps or hurts you.
Both.
We ain't going nowhere.
A
It's a
little
little
bit of both.
If anything, we kind of need you to go somewhere so we can hang on.
Yeah. We're
I got
riding
you,
your
guys.
coattails now. It's no longer Mike Sicoli. It's PJ's.
Because now I'm at that point where I'm never going to be anything. But I'll fucking ride your coattails. I'll ride your coattails straight to fucking Netflix for TV.
But no. So I know so many people that I know so many people that have regrets in their lives, and it's decisions that they made after how old I am right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna learn. I'm just gonna not do what everyone else did. And
That's fair.
And like, look, I have a very supportive girlfriend. She's
No, that's huge.
and
That's huge.
and she's steadfast in it. She's like, there's never like a there's never like a come on. It's just like she's just like, all right, bet comedy done, go do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
got you,
that's
babe.
Good. That's really good.
I got that. I mean, I got that in the back pocket.
Yeah. No,
She's-
see, that's huge. And that being said,
You have the right
And-
support system and the right age to do
and,
all that.
you know, and I'm in Atlantic City too. Like I said, I'm making enough to like get by, but like when it's warm season, it's gonna be.
A little better.
I'm gonna be able to save
Yeah.
again. You know, I've been able to save in a few years.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be saving again.
Well, if that's how you're making your living, it's kind of hard if you're not making the extra. You know what I mean?
Ruben.
Like if all your money is coming from this,
Oh, well,
and generally
it's
speaking,
my starting point. You know what I
That's
mean?
what I'm
It's
saying.
like,
Yeah,
get something
yeah, yeah.
established down there. It's like, dude, I'm getting an apartment down in Ventnor. I'm moving in like 2 weeks. I'm gonna be down there 7 days a week.
Oh, nice.
Once it hits June, I'm gonna be down there 7 days a week.
nice.
and how often do you go to school? Because that's a hell of a commute from down there.
Well,
to
because
Rutgers.
I only go to school once a week. I have
okay.
a class Mondays and Thursdays, but attendance is not graded.
Okay.
And I have one Tuesday mornings that is graded. So I'll come back like after the show Sunday night,
Yeah, yeah.
or I'll just skip class Monday morning. I'll be up by Monday night, hang out with my frat, you know, my once weekly beer with them, you know, have a
Yeah,
good time, chill, smoke, sit by a fire. do some homework, wake up, do class. Then I drive up home to hang out with my family for the day.
Right.
If we don't do a Wednesday show, then 2 days. But no, I drive up there, see them for the week, and then I go back down.
That's cool. See, that's a
Usually
great plan.
Wednesday,
That's
and
a
I
great
just
plan.
I bark all day. I make my money. I get to do fucking 20 minutes every night. It's a really good workout room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Which room is this?
Firewater Saloon,
Firewood.
Tropicana. But that's the really the only not the only room, but it was our main spot for off season. But now that it's on season again, I mean, we got Claridge, we got Showboat. We're doing the comedy competition at Claridge this Saturday. Actually,
That's right. I saw the thing Mac posted.
Yeah.
Get in and sign up and all that.
There's still spots for that too, right?
yeah, there's still spots for it, and we're trying to get people to come bark with us. I mean,
All right.
I'm pretty sure people like Dom and like Alex,
Yeah.
Aversano, and shit. Will come bark.
Hit up
Chris
hit up
Backus.
Mike because I don't know if he. I didn't even ask him about that because we didn't even talk about that down in AC. See if he's.
I have him on Instagram. I'll
Yeah.
do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Perfect.
Message him. See if he's available. You never know.
Yeah, no, if he's free,
If he's already not signed up, you never know.
He said he kind of knows Matt. I mean, I brought up Matt. He probably
Yeah, but he
brought
may
it up.
not know that though. It's something.
Maybe.
Always hit it up. You never know.
Oh no, I'll let him know. I want him down there. He's a nice guy. And he has
Yeah.
a beautiful beard, just like me.
Yes. Mike's fucking Mike's awesome.
I got respect for my fellow beard brothers.
You
You know
do
what I
the
mean?
comedy and then go down the street to the beard contest.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Is that this weekend?
It is.
And also, it's
It's
fun,
every weekend.
dude. No, barking in Atlantic City is so much fun. It never feels like a day at work. I love
True.
it so much. It's dude. The other day, some ladies. I brought one for you actually.
Uh oh.
A little duck.
Oh,
I
nice.
got 300 of them for $12 on Timo, and we've been giving them to people, leaving them around Trop. We're infesting Quack House Comedy.
Nice.
But I gave one to this lady, and she started pouring Tito's straight out the bottle into my mouth on the boardwalk.
All right.
So then I put a duck in her titties, and then she started shaking ass, and I slapped her ass with $1. And then she was like, "You know where to put it?" So I picked it back up, and I put it in her waistline. And then I put another $1 in her titty. She gave me another shot of Tito's, and then she went back in to have lunch with her friends at Chicky and Pete's.
All right.
And that was just something that happened at 1:30 p.m. on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, it's the most crazy, random, wild shits down there.
Yeah.
I know all the regulars that are the unhoused people.
What's that?
I'm friends with all the ambassadors on the boardwalk.
What? You were having lunch with your friends at 1:30 at Chicken and Pete's? What? All right, well, listen, I'll talk to you later. Love you, Mom.
You're half black,
Yeah.
dude.
The good half.
Just a good half.
Yo, dude. happy belated.
Yeah, thanks.
Happy belated.
Yeah. I wasn't born in February, but that's all right. I'll be an old man one day going, "Listen here, motherfucker. I'll tell you something. I have some, and I wore an onion on my belt because it was a sign at the time."
I did this every weekend.
Every weekend. I know we're going to the beard competition now.
Beard competition.
Wait, real quick before we do that, I wanted to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
1985. I was 14 years old.
Damn.
I was just 3 or 4 years away from doing comedy myself.
Oh, maybe your boss was Miss Smart. Maybe your foot's a canoe. I don't know. Well, I'm going to look around. Well, a blacksmith, that might be a good idea. They're crazy women. They're crazy shoppers. They're not like guys. Guys are embarrassed. They're easy. They want to get out. They come in. How's the shoe? Good. Wrap them up. What's anything else? No, come on. People love you.
This is for Jack Benny, New York.
Sure, yeah, come on.
That's what it says in the background.
Women don't shop, they hunt. One of them needs shoes, they call you with a cunt shell. 5 miles away, 6 of them got up behind a rock. Grab a shopping bag. I'll be back at nightfall, dear. Meet in the valley of a chalice of blood, head for the wall.
So I forget who it was. They were saying that like he would write enough. If he was doing 2 shows in a night, he would do like his hour plus with different material for each show.
Damn.
Like that.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah. Like he was like that well written with all of his show. I'm like, holy geez. And he had like the new hour every year. Like he was
Crazy.
part of that new wave of people doing that at that point.
Yeah. He also, I read a story on him where he had a corporate job, day job, while he was doing stand up at night to do that. And he would go. He would always be, when he started out. When you back in the '80s, when comedy clubs would hire people that were funny, but you were the fucking 1 o'clock spot.
Yeah.
1 a.m. spot. He's like, I could be getting out of the fucking club at 3.
And then going to work.
I did twice. And then I'd go to work. I'd go home, take a quick nap, go to work. He said, by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm leaning against the office door taking a nap. So in case anybody comes in, they wake me up. He said, I'm standing up leaning against the door. So if any of my bosses come in, they're going to hit me with the door. And I'll be like, oh, no, I was just.
Oh, you just missed me. Yeah. You got me.
But these are like stories. And then, like the guy who kind of helped give me my start, Frank Del Pizzo, he was an auto mechanic. And he was started at Rascals. He was doing a race. Like, fuck it. He just quit his job and became a comedian. And he was at Rascals. He was a touring comedian. He was doing a bunch of shit. He's still doing it.
Yeah.
But he
lost a bunch of weight recently.
Well, he also has little side gigs that he does all the time. Because comedian, once you get to a point where you can do clubs and tour the country, you could also sort of get a day job. He was like some health coach or something like that.
Okay,
And
that's what it was.
And yeah, he lost a ton of weight. He looked really good. And then he moved. He's recently back in New Jersey.
Oh,
He
nice.
moved back to New Jersey. He was in Florida for a bunch of years.
Speaking,
You ever heard of Frank Del Pizzo? He's been a comedian for 40 years.
Damn.
He does it for a living. That's what I'm saying. It's like people, you can do it. And he's run into problems where, okay, times get thin. And then he was like announcing like like he was like an announcer for like billiards on like ESPN for a while. He was doing that for a while. Yeah, he lost a lot of weight from that.
Yeah,
Now, that's where he looks good. Look at the difference there, and then scroll down one. And Frank's a funny fucking guy.
Do you realize that a 5-year-old with the mental capacity to change the settings on a computer? Here's the difference. I was 13 before I could make stairs on an Etch-a-Sketch. You remember that toy? Remember that? That was a toy that proved you were special needs. Am I right?
He was doing cruise ships for a while.
I mean, dude, listen.
wait, is that him? Oh, that's an older one.
The
That's
dream is to do what Kevin Hart did.
Hey, look at
That's the
this.
dream.
Look how skinny he is there. Holy shit.
This is him now.
Get shot up to a point where I'm doing movies and
Yeah, well, the dream is to
I'd
go as
love
far
to
as you
act
could
too,
possibly
yeah.
go.
I want to act.
I
too.
took when I was 19.
But the way I looked at it, I was like, I mean, shit. I mean, I love comedy more than I love acting. I was like, people go for acting. I would rather put all my heart and soul into something that I'm truly in.
Yeah.
And then if this thing that I also like doing, but not as much as this other thing happens, that's the goal.
Right.
That's
It's like
almost-
Brian Callen. He loves comedy. He does his comedy, but he gets
Yeah.
offers for movies, so he's like, I'll do that one.
Yeah,
He was in
that's,
the
that's
Hangover
like
as
the
well.
Yeah.
that's the natural progression, and the reason is because people see the smart money people in Hollywood say, "What's the next best flavor?" What's the name? PJ? Oh, people love him. Okay, let's get him in something. Because I don't give a fuck about you, but you're going to sell tickets.
Yeah.
It's almost the same as when you apply at a comedy club and they're like, oh, okay, great. Send me your socials so I can send you followers.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who you are. Do you have 9,000 followers that put asses in seats? And then the second your movie flops, they go, oh, Dave. We've been hearing Dave's name. Dave, you're the next big thing. We're going to put you in a movie. I can't act. It's okay. I don't care. Your name right now is selling.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all right. It's only called Soul
And
Plane.
then you're going to step up and go. And then you're going to step up and go.
I love that movie.
Then you're
Me
gonna
too.
step up and go, oh, but I have another movie deal contract. Yeah, here's $100,000. Go away. Dave, come on in. That's just how the shit rolls. It kind of constantly really rolls. And some people can stay on top and some people can't. But it's in Hollywood all over.
Yeah.
Like, there are those people that were like, fucking Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise has been a fucking actor for 30, 40 years, but not everybody can maintain that. And comedy is even harder. The best thing about comedy, though, is you'll get those, like, you'll go down the road, you'll get those movie deals, maybe a sitcom, and you'll do all that other shit. And when that all finally goes away, and it will,
You still have
always
comedy.
Go back to comedy.
Yep.
You could always go around the country, style theaters, and make, what would Sebastian Maniscalco make before he did 3 nights at the Basie. 3 nights at the Basie. It's a 2,200 seat theater. He did 3 nights and meet and greets for all 3 nights. I think he made $500,000.
Yeah.
And like
That's a good
Tuesday-
weekend.
Like Tuesday through Thursday.
Fuck.
Don't you want to have a slow week like that?
Yeah.
Even Artie Lang used to joke all the time.
Yeah.
I remember, I'll never forget the one joke, and I read his book a couple of times. He said the money they would make, he was fucking drunk off his ass on, it wasn't Letterman, it might have been Letterman. And there was another comic next to him. but the guy wasn't as big as. And Artie's like, and they're kind of quipping back and forth, and it was hard to tell if it was real or not at first because Artie was fucked up. He's like, "Yeah, what are you doing this weekend? I'm gonna go make 125 grand in Atlantic City. What are you doing? What are you gonna go make $8 an hour somewhere? I'm gonna go make 125 grand because he'll sell out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Borgata, two nights, 2 shows a night, 2 nights. They make 125 grand for the weekend, you know. And that was when I found out that just recently, what's his name? Who's the fuck is guy? He just died. Real dry. Yeah. Norm.
Oh yeah.
Norm Macdonald had a massive gambling problem.
Yeah.
He would go to a casino and make 60 grand in a night and spend 70 in the casino right after the show. But he'd get on stage for an hour and make 60 grand.
It's okay because they give him a marker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He said it straight out on Oprah, Dr. Phil, or one of those shows. He says, "I have lost everything I've ever owned 3 times from gambling." He was super honest about it. I've gained, and I've lost everything I've owned. But there's a guy that would make 60 grand a night. You know?
Damn.
Then you have other people that refuse to spend that money when they're at the casino, like Jay Leno.
Well, Jay Leno, Jesus. Jay Leno, his entire
I'm up
life.
right now. I can't complain.
But
Jay Leno right now, his entire life has always had a philosophy that his grandfather instilled in him. You'll always have 2 jobs. And one job is to pay all your bills and have your fun. And the other job just goes straight to the bank. The last decade of the Tonight Show, he was making $32 million a year. Didn't spend a dime because his stand-up was making $27 million a year on top of that. Because when you're Jay Leno, you're not doing clubs. You're doing corporate gigs where you're paying for Pfizer wants you to come in and do their annual shareholder meeting. Yeah, I'll do that for 250 grand. What, you want 2 nights? All right, I'll cut you a deal and do 450 for 2 nights. All expenses paid, blah, blah, blah. You do that all year. And then he would be in Atlantic City. He'd be in
Vegas.
He'd do a show. We'll give you $1 million to come for the night. He's that kind of name. So $27 million a year doing stand-up. And then another $32 million doing so. He's got that $150 million car collection because he's fucking $32 million a year, never spent a dime of it. That was the old.
Crazy.
He never had kids, him and his wife, because he was Mr. Comedy Club in the '80s. He did nothing but tour.
Yeah.
Nothing but tour, and his wife was like,
I watched a video of him from the 80s. It was him. Oh fuck, who was that guy? Matt showed him to me. It was some dude who died young. But he was like a rising star back in the 80s.
Well, let's see.
He had a mustache. He had really good accents.
Gallagher? No.
No, Gallagher recently died actually, but Gallagher was another one. He's fucking huge in the '80s. Either Greg Giraldo,
Yeah, but he died in
yeah,
2010s.
or Mitch Hedberg. Mitch was just like there's guys like what the fuck is Fluffy doing stadiums?
Yeah. Well, you got him. I didn't realize he was on the Amanda show.
Yeah.
I didn't like. I was watching it. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is a video of me from the Amanda show." I'm like,
Yeah.
he's been around that
How
long.
the fuck is Trevor Noah making almost $30 million
Yeah.
doing stand up? Bird, I can understand. He's huge.
Sebastian only made
36
36.
and a half.
Cat Williams made
Cat
37.
37.
Oh, Freddie Prinze.
Oh yeah,
Dude, no, he was fucking
that was the
hilarious.
70s. Yeah.
Yeah, Freddie
Look,
Prinze and
42
Friends.
million. Gabriel Iglesias. Fluffy.
Fuck out of my face. I was so
Matt Rife,
Dude, I-
57.5
dude, I
million.
fucking hated this
And
new
Nate
special.
Bargate.
I couldn't even watch it. I had to stop
Who?
20 minutes in. Fucking Fluffy, dude.
Why?
I had to stop 20 minutes in because the whole thing was like, it was just, yeah, you're like, oh, we're done with canceling. Yay. You guys ready for Fluffy? Yay. Now, Fluffy big. Woo. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh, that could suck then. Yeah.
It was just,
Joe Coy.
it felt like he was sucking his own cock. It was,
Well, at a certain point, what are you going to do? People are going to pay for that.
They were laughing, but I
But
was like, I want to see like real like.
I know.
And he was getting a little political too. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face.
I don't know.
So I feel like Sebastian, that what he did, the whole, oh, you really doing this? You like that? You like this? Oh, come on. That was great on the way up. And now when I saw his thing at Radio City Music Hall, it was like, dude, you're just overdoing it. Now it's annoying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
It's
that's
not
what the
funny,
people are
it's
there
not-
for.
That's what they're there for. But
It's the whole thing, like a rock band. They only want you to play the hits.
Right. I guess
They don't want your new
I guess
shit.
So we don't want,
Yeah.
we want you to play the hits, and we want you to play them exactly how we like them on
Yeah.
record. Not don't overdo it. And I think that's just my opinion. That I think he was overdoing it. I didn't find it terribly funny, but I also think like with Matt Rife, these guys they get some YouTube leverage, and then before you know it, everyone's jumping on board. Going,
Andrew
"Dude,
Schultz,
Netflix."
Mark Norman,
Dude,
Shane
dude,
Gillis.
Dude, Netflix. We're putting on Netflix because your name is running around. No, was it the fucking Dat Fan?
Oh God, yeah.
There was a show years ago called Last Comic Standing,
Yes.
and he was the
Just
very
like-
first winner, right?
Okay.
But he
He only had 15 minutes of
he had
material.
15 minutes of material. He blew it all winning the show, and then like, oh, we're gonna put you on tour. We're gonna headline you. You're gonna do 45 minutes. And I got 15 minutes of material. That's it. I used it all to win the show.
Damn.
Now what the fuck do you do? Matt Rife, he was like, they're like, okay, he's doing great crowd work, and like Netflix is like, all right, we're gonna put you on TV because your name is out there, and blah 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 blah. And we're gonna pay you all this money and this and the other thing. And he was, I feel, after 12 years of stand up, he wasn't ready to get thrown into that spotlight.
Yeah.
He was like comfortable.
I mean, I think about that every single day. That's what pushes me to write more and fucking figure shit out, because the way I think about it is like any wild opportunity could fall into your lap at any point in time, ever.
Every time.
So if I got a phone call 5 minutes from now, I was like, "Hey man," wouldn't happen. But someone that I know had a random conversation with some high up at a bar,
Yep, they
showed
wanna
them my
meet.
shit, they liked me. Hey man, you're doing Jimmy Kimmel
Right,
on the Tonight
right,
Show in a
right.
month.
They-
Fucking
right.
what?
They want to meet. Can you make it happen? Absolutely.
Yeah,
And
I
like I
have
said,
to.
you stand 100 million times better chance than I do. And I know I sound cynical. I still could still happen to me.
Well, yeah.
It's just less likely because I'm not doing it every night.
But that's why I've been posting more on Instagram and on YouTube and shit. Like, what's it called? I just posted a thing on Instagram. It was It was from my pledge retreat to New York. I was waiting for it to hit 600K. It's at 724.
Nice.
It's blowing up. I have another. Like you just gotta post. Like this is all it is. You just gotta post random small clips that keep people's attention.
Well, that's because nobody wants that shit. It's more than 6 seconds.
It's like 10 monkey-sized babies or 100 baby-sized monkeys. Which one would you fight them on? 10 babies. 10 babies? Yo, this guy hates children. This guy's not fucking
Now, one of my brothers sent me that, and the raw video, it's like twice as long. But I was like, just make it short, make
just
it whatever.
Cut to the point because that's what people watch. If it's too long, they just keep scrolling.
They tune out,
What's
yeah.
nice is you can look at your insights and shit. So it's like my view rate past the first 3 seconds specifically is 85%, which means in the first 3 seconds people got hooked. And what's wild is with the amount of people that have watched it, I posted it not even a week ago. It tells you a bunch of wild shit. The watch time of it.
That's the IG.
Yeah. Watch time is 100 days, 13 hours.
Nice.
So the amount of phones that it's hit, it's accumulated to 100 days worth of people watching that.
That's good.
An 8-second clip.
Yeah, small fucking clip. But you just gotta post small shit that just hooks.
I am bad at that.
Anything longer than that, that's America's attention span.
I was bad at it for so long, and I just started scrolling more, and I was like, okay, this, and I was like, okay, which one did I watch without even thinking? Which one did I skip without even thinking? And I just, all right, I'll style it kind of like how I see people style it, and it's working.
Shit, did we do the clip yet? No.
No, we were so remember we took the break first, so I was thinking
Yeah,
I'd do
now,
that.
'cause I'm actually interested to hear the dramedy going on.
Oh yeah, no, I saw it this morning. I was taking a shit. I was like, what? And
Oh,
then
wait.
That's not the drama, is it? That you were taking a shit because that's
No.
No.
And I hit up one of the individuals and I was like, "Hey man, is this like a giant bit or is like this for real?" And then he hit me with like, he responded, but it was a dig on the other guy, and I was like, "Oh, whoa, this is whoa."
what does it say down there?
People are getting banned from open mics. It's crazy.
Wow.
Oh, I've been banned from an open mic. Oh, my
Wow, no
career.
Wow.
All right, so our
Dude,
top,
it's so dumb. I feel like sometimes open mics just kind of become high school, but again.
yeah,
It's like I graduated.
that goes to his point. At a certain point,
At a certain point, you got to cut that cord.
You call it open mic hell.
And you got to cut it sooner than later.
all right, we have our top 4 choices for today's clip of the week. Lightweight makes a huge mistake, and it's listed as mildly retarded, chatterbait, intergalactic pussy invasion, horror porn, bizarre. Even a porn star can be saved. Amateur. Can't stop the cum shot. Urban dominance like this. Premature. Tough call.
Let's do the premature because it's funny to watch the girl laugh.
All right.
When he's trying. Good Lord.
A big dick.
Right. A very large premature
Wait, what is
fella.
it again?
Can't stop the cum shots, and he's wearing a mask. So
Okay.
right off the bat.
Is he in a woman's bathroom?
All right, so far,
Maybe.
this one I've made the mistake so far.
Oh, okay. Oh.
That doesn't even look real.
Oh.
No, for no reason.
All right. Good for him.
All right, well,
So he must have been massaging his dick the whole walk into this lady's
yeah,
room
yeah, exactly.
and then unleashed it to just leave a mess on the floor.
I mean, all right. Notorious Cuck King, known for filming his wife hooking up with real fans, finally finds a guy with a real cock after years of disappointing meetups.
Okay. Oh, God.
So that's it. He's done. Could be done in seconds.
So much. Hello.
Oh boy.
Oh, my younger brother called me. Hello. Oh, no.
Is Finn getting excited because he can't see this?
I am possibly.
Well, that's why we're describing it for him.
Wow,
That
like
was so fast.
seconds.
She's not a fan.
She didn't mean it.
No. Or maybe they have a deal like,
He's
hey,
like- he's like- he's
you
like-
you can suck it, but you can't take it in.
He's like, is that as low as you can go? And she went a bit slower, and he was done.
I see that.
You don't act like it.
Yeah, not even a little. She
Oh,
looks pretty disgusted.
oh, the poor thing.
Yeah. Whoop.
Yeah, yeah.
Usually you can hear the woman laughing. Like, that's it. Are you done? Whoop, that's it.
Oh, what?
Wow. 2.5 pumps, 11 seconds.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
the things you find in one viewer streams.
Yes.
Ooh,
Oh,
Oh, friendly fire on herself.
her own face.
She came on her own face. Good for her.
Flawless.
oh.
Poor bastard. It's an innie. Nobody likes an anteater.
He's done.
No.
Nobody wants an anteater. It's the size of a tadpole and the stamina of a stallion.
Would you believe me if I said I've seen
No,
worse on
stamina.
Grindr?
I believe it.
Stamina of a sea lion.
By the way, I trust you on that.
Whoa, through the underpants.
That's well, good for her.
Strong as hell.
That looks more like her doing that, though.
She doesn't even know he's done. She's like, "Are you what? What?
What do you
Wait,
mean?
what?"
His poor Hanes are ruined.
Yeah.
That came on my face.
I came in my own face.
Dude, he
Oh
shot
God!
so hard through the underwear he came on his own face. That's dedication.
I'll tell you what.
Speaking of PJ's fraternity,
Ladies and gentlemen, Billy Conklin.
Yeah.
the three bros walk into the hotel room, naked broad. Oh, there's 4 there. She's not a bad-looking broad.
Looks like Colin Farrell.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a young Colin Farrell.
Dude, imagine coming quick in front of your friends, bro.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Oh, God.
First of all, why are they all there watching this?
Yeah.
All right. Some of them left. All right, that's good.
I mean, I've been to a circus convention.
That's different, though.
Wow.
He looks stunned.
Well, I'm young,
No,
dumb,
he's
and
embarrassed,
full.
bro. He's trying to hold it in.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
Two pump chump.
You're out of control. No, let me finish. He's like, I'm done already.
Let me up. I gotta call my wife.
Oh, this poor chick.
Oh. You know, son, in her defense,
She looks quite annoyed,
yeah,
actually.
in her defense, she deserved to spit that back on him when he
Yeah.
came that quickly.
Well, you know what the funny thing
Oh,
is?
he got some in her nose. Good for him.
You know what the funny thing is? That one could be
The girl that
with
you
the
in
exception
front of
her
Quick Check.
saying- with the exception of her saying that was quick, that could have been. She could have been sucking it for 20 minutes.
Also true. Fix your thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I thought he was done already. Good for him. He's the champion today.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, still quick, but not as embarrassingly as like the
Yeah,
rest of them.
Yeah.
Then again, it's comparative, so yeah, get an
See,
interceptum
right
ring.
now, she could have been doing this for 20 minutes already.
True. Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Did you sneeze because it went in your nose?
Probably. I like the Corskin twins.
Oh, oh!
No.
All right. Yeah, I think we're good there. Anthony's not here to yell at us. We're ending right there. We are done.
Oh, no, we have to watch something good now. I can't end on that.
That's fair.
Oh, my God. Oh, that hurt.
Which one is this?
Even the porn star could be saved.
Oh, so she's what, she become born again?
Oh, wait. I think it's gonna be interviews of her saying how what her life is like after quitting porn. Then it's gonna cut to her really rough gangbangs.
We were attracted to each other right away. I love.
Crazy big. And I looked at it, man, she's
What? Is it just gonna be boring the whole way?
Esther, she's a porn star, and they received 4 tips.
Yes!
Married one and a film star that came out of that life and became either a mentor or married a pastor, and then still.
Wait, I wonder if they've just been sprinkling it throughout the video.
They end up falling back into that sin
After
again.
they say we know there's something wrong and something we don't want to do. I haven't gone back since. And I know a lot.
Oh, that was actually boring. I don't know if I like that one.
I know a lot.
Did you see the wheelchair one?
A whole lot about it. My husband actually manages porn. I did a 180 and became a pastor, and now I just want to be.
All right.
Did you ever see the wheelchair one?
Which wheelchair
It was
one?
from like 2 weeks ago. It was like a podcast. Like the old guy started to fuck her.
No.
Oh, yeah, I went on an e-fuck dive on my own recently. Oh, whoa, okay, hold on. It's a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah. This is the intergalactic porn.
Oh, intergalactic
Pussy invasion. Earth Girls Are Easy. Good movie. Speaking of Jim Carrey. 80s movie I recommend. It's retarded, but it's enjoyable.
Hell yeah.
Who's that with Damon Wayans?
Yeah, Jim Carrey, Damon Wayans, Gina Davis. All right. The Predator and the Girl.
Dude,
Why are they all naked, though?
this
Right?
is interesting. This is a good one to end on. They got
CGI. This is production value.
They actually, they did. They went all out on this one.
just fuck.
Oh, there you go. She got caught in the wrong corridor. Oh, there you go. He's invading.
He's invading down under.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait. There are. I was about to ask why aren't there subtitles, but there are.
Keep moving, everyone.
Oh, she's covered in green slime.
Well, that just makes sense. I mean, he's an alien, of course.
Yeah.
He's invading her pussy.
He's invading.
Is she in there? Is she okay?
Oh, they got him.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Now it's their turn.
And we'll remember this day as Independence Day. Ugh. He's invading the wrong hole again.
Listen, if you're not a town, what do you expect?
True.
The green goo on the dick is crazy. It's just different scenarios. Like, oh my god.
I wonder if this is actually a movie.
Horrorporn.com is real. You ever check out that? Check that out.
No.
That's a fun website. Whoa.
Speaking of Independence Day.
Yeah.
That's a better way to end it. Oh,
It's uplifting.
yeah.
We're all gonna die. It's
Oh,
very
God,
uplifting.
Very uplifting.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that was interesting.
We're gonna do this drama real quick before we get the hell out, or
Start door dashing your Scottish woodcocks and fire up the Tay Tay playlist because you're about to witness the pinnacle of crossbreeding. The Starship Troopers prequel we never got with a porn studio that actually has funding.
Yeah.
Ridley
That's
Scott,
for
take
sure.
notes. Hell yeah.
Ugh.
so what happened with this drama?
Well, we got it off the air.
Oh yeah, we got off air.
Oh yeah. All right, perfect. So wait, hold on a second. What time do we got? Oh, it's already quarter after. Well, let's. What do we plug in here?
I'm in Atlantic City all the time. I'm gonna be there this Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're doing Thursday, Friday. We're doing Firewater Saloon at Tropicana. We're also doing a 7:00 show there on Saturday. But Saturday at 8 p.m. the main event is the Claridge Comedy Competition Contest. Tickets are online. What else?
Well, hit up your Instagram, right?
Everything's on my at the PJ Morin.
All right,
Very nice.
You
Shay.
can find me.
I will not be in Atlantic City this week, but that's okay. No, I have a couple of things coming up in Fairhaven, and I'm going to be in South Carolina the second week of March.
All right, you got that all locked down.
So it is
At
but
the
I'm not
Cabana?
sure what I'm doing yet.
Gotcha.
Either I'm featuring or guesting. I'm
All
not
right.
sure. So
That'll be fun.
yeah, that'll be fun. I got to go down there anyway. So
Yes, I will be down at Firewater on the 15th.
Yeah, you got to tell me about that.
Yeah, we will talk about this after. And we got a bunch of other stuff at Dave Hodge. See you all later. Good
Good night,
night,
everyone.
everybody. Titty.
Love you guys.